we should now be live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another Arknights live stream. Of course, today's live stream is gonna be a decent amount of stuff we're gonna do. It's gonna be a lot longer than especially Granny's, because that was a rerun. That was a rerun. It was small compared to this event, but general gist: I will be headhunting. My main goal is Cutter. I will eat 2 Cutter. I do kind of plan on using Cutter in the event. I will go over the story and the stages for the event. Obviously, since the event's out right now, you cannot say spoilers or be mad at me because of spoilers, because you should be on that shit right now. But anyway, without further ado, let's almost get into it. So, there's something I want to preface that may talk about during the stream. It's supposedly the Game Awards are going on right now. The importance of that? Pretty much Smash reveal. There is supposed to be a slow down. I am still in an ad. Okay. I'm gonna just right here. It's gonna right here. No problem. I'm surprised you even get an ad, by the way. Okay. We're gonna wait until the 1:45 mark. Yeah, the ad should be done by then. Okay. I've not really gone into anything yet since the beginning of the stream, so... Okay, well, your lovely ad should be done now. So, anyway. So, preface, like I said, Game Awards is going on as we speak. Smash reveal, there's going to be a Smash reveal. I will probably at one point, maybe at the end of the stream, check it out. Maybe I have a BRX stream with 2 minutes countdown at the beginning. Iconic? Let me check Twitch. Okay, so another thing to note, as you can tell, there's no lag. Holy shit, what the hell? But a lot of streaming is doing Game Awards right now. Okay. Like, the only thing to really worry about, honestly, is, pretty much just Smash reveal and player's choice. That's the sad reality. But anyway, looks like everything's fine. I will keep it up, but I am using the Ethernet connection too, so that is also something to note. So the stream should be smooth sailing. Pretty constant bit rate. Like, holy shit! Not like it hasn't even dropped by 3,100 yet, which is actually good. I mean, granted, it's worked anyway, but it's now stable. And there was not much lag when loading into Twitch, so I guess just that to note. But anyway, so yeah, that is something I wanted to preface, and that is something that I may go into or talk about. We may not get as many people watching the stream because of it, which is okay. And it's fine by me. Granted, you could watch it afterwards. I could probably bet that you could. There'll probably be some streamers that still will have it. And if you care about the Smash reveal, honestly, you can wait afterwards. But anyway! Darknights Memoir is finally here. I'm hyped just because I know what's around the corner. And I guess, I know most of you guys know too, but... oh boy. So I do know, eventually, when the Annie-Banner comes around... Annie-Banner. I love it. Anniversary banner. I've been saying Annie-Banner, but I don't know why I said Annie-Banner. I don't know why I said that, but pretty much there is a guarantee for the units for the Anniversary banner if you do a certain amount of summons. So because of that, we'll see how summons go, but this is like several weeks beforehand. I did actually at you, Ike Blake, in Discord, the fact that this banner ends on the 24th. So that just kind of adds more fuel to the fire of the 25th being the Annie banner. Also, you just gotta love it. Like, people do not know about this event coming out, and they just come in and they're like, oh, what? Nani? Why is she there? Who is she? Oh, it's that girl. I'm really curious if there actually is someone out there that doesn't know what's exactly going on. Maybe that's, playing the game as of regularly, but not spoil themselves, I'm curious. I bet you there is. It's just you don't see that many reactions, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. That's what I would like to see, but you know what? Who knows? There probably is. There probably is. Anyway, I think this event alone is gonna be a big mind opener. Granted, I don't know what happens storyline wise, but I think with the PVs, who is she? yeah. But I will also be going over the story, and I don't think I'm really going to voice. I'm not gonna act. I'm just gonna normal talk of what says. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of up in the air if that's how I'm gonna do it or not. Okay, I love how it's expired in 17 days, and this has yet to disappear. It's just kind of weird to note. Anyway, headhunting. So I know you already summoned on this banner, and you got Phantom E2'd already, which congrats. I did not realize he had a cute cat on his shoulder. I did not know that. That's cool. That's cute. Anyway, so I've been debating if I want to 10 roll or not. The thing to note is the fact that I think it's 4 stars and above if you do 10 folds. And then with single summon tickets, you get 3 stars and above. So I'm thinking, if I'm correct on that, and somehow I've just been kind of stupid the last few months, I think I'm going to go with the 10-fold. Even though I am going to be using a 10-fold ticket, I will be going over a 10-fold just because I really do want to get Cutter, obviously. It's not going to be that hard, but who knows? This game sometimes hey, here you go, a 6-star, even though you're trying to get X 4-star or X 5-star. So, you know what? We'll see how things go. 10-fold. I've been trying to save these up, kinda not. I mean, granted, I have the resources, quote-unquote, for the anniversary banner, to at least get one of each if my luck is shit. So, if worst comes. But we'll get there when we get there. Anyway, so 10-fold, just normal 5-star. Okay. So do I get 3 stars? Okay. So I am wrong. My brain was thinking, oh yeah, 10 folds and 4 stars and above. No, you could get entire 4-star tickets for just 4-star summon session, but I don't know. My brain just being stupid. Okay. Hey, Scavenger. Technically, Scavenger. Anyway. Hey, Biscus. You know, that just shows you how long it's been since I did a 10-fold. Whereas, my brain's being stupid, oh yeah, I don't get these stars in 10-folds. No. That's just me being stupid. Okay, 4-star Myrtle! It's not looking good. I just want a Cutter, man. A Cutter? Yeah, I would be surprised if the game's just nope. Hey! Thank you! Just no name mercenary. I appropriate things, so I plan to my abilities for treatment. How this way is good. Let's get these off from. That's about it. Hey! Best Fox Girl is here. And 5-star. Awesome. Okay, well, it's not Shamir, but I'll take it. Okay, I honestly, I do really want to try to go for, fudge. There is that, like, in me that I do kind of want to grab Phantom, because he's interesting. I actually do like him. But there's W. I don't want to go too far into it. Phantom, my boy, are you worth it? 20 pulls? You say 20 pulls? You know what? Like, honestly, I probably do that. As I'm gonna save, and I'm not really gonna pull much. We're gonna do 20 pulls. We'll see, though. You know, that's the thing about this. It's like, I probably won't now get him, because I actually got Cutter. But, you know, I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't want to go too heavy. So, okay. No, but that's fine with me. Cutter is the deal. The name of the game for me. I'm not going to go too heavy for him. I don't know if the pity goes to limited. I don't think it does. I think limited starts just scratch. But it is a lot good chance for, W. And maybe Reedy. I do plan on getting all 3, at least, when it comes to the units. But I will be summoning a lot more than just 20. And I could get Phantom, you know? That's the thing about this, is like I could get Phantom at a later date. Assuming the game's gonna do that. Now let's see if we can get more Cutters. Don't know. Is the game gonna be nice to me? Even with the rate up? Hey, Stuart. Oh, we do also have to talk about, the latest news for CN. Granted, I don't think we really got any new info from Mr. Mountain, but I feel like we'll get info soon here. Hey! The one unit we will be talking about. Great. Now, Kyobe, man, you have all the honey biscuits. I guess I do. I guess I do. I guess I do. That's not a lie. I guess she smells the McDonald's on me. She smells the McDonald's on me, even though they're not biscuits. They're biscuits. And they're not honey. They're buttered. But granted, I think that's KFC that allows you to have the honey, not McDonald's. But anyways, so the reason why I say that is Gray is getting a skin, soon trademark for CN. So that's good news to note. I actually really like him. I wish I could use him more. I just never had the really time or chance to, and I kind of want to. So anyway, TLDR. We got info from Mountain. We at least got a small briefing of him. Small little glimpse of how it works. See, it looks like his S2 is similar to Indra's, so we'll see how it works. It looks like. It doesn't mean we know what it actually does. And we'll see. His S3 has a pushback too, so it's all kind of up in the air on how his skill's gonna work. So he might be good, he might not be that good. Who knows? I bet that they probably will make him good. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, aside from Mountain, the skins. I did not know what they're gonna do. But they did 5 new skins, technically 5 new skins. 4 store skins, if we're correct, and 1 free skin. The free skin is Gray's. There's 4 Christmas themed, and then there's Seria's prison gear skin. So there's Seria's new skin. You have Firewatch. You have, who was it? Elysium. Oh yeah, Elysium and Weedy. Now, if you would ask me to make a prediction on those skins, like, prior to actually enough of us knowing, I probably would eventually come to the conclusion of probably either Reedy or Effia, somewhere around those two. And I would have been very close or correct. And it did become reading, which makes sense because we're soon gonna get reading. So that's there's some kind of pattern that I've been noticing. They did it with Kyobe, in terms of like the event's gonna be released soon in EN/JP, pretty much global. Let's release a skin at the same time or soon around. So I'm glad that current trend. We know at least next to banner is going to be W Reedy. That's for sure. Also got Leonhardt. Cool. Really don't care. Just give everyone a skin. Pretty much, yeah. Honestly, there's a lot of units that still don't have a skin, and for somehow, some reason, Fireworks got another skin. I will say, the difference in her using a weapon, I would say, is a lot more better than her new animated skin. For the old one that she has, for the Vitafield skin. Is it the Vitafield? I don't remember if it's the Vitafield or not. I don't think it's the Vitafield. But pretty much TLDR. I actually kind of like the new skin a lot better, just because of the fact that she actually uses a sniper rifle. And actually looks really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It actually looks pretty darn good. I actually like it. Anyway, if you guys noticed, I farmed a lot, because I know since DM is right now, it's farming season. Because certain units are coming around the corner when they come, and I have to get my butt ready. Because they're gonna be here sooner than we think. I'm still betting that they're gonna be a 25th banner, but we'll see. Anyway. And I do plan on using her. Because why the hell not? If I'm gonna eat her, I'm gonna use her. Then again, I'll probably use her a lot more later down the line. It's a Vitafield. I have the Fireworks skin. Yeah. Because I believe Ace... I don't know. Did it come with new animations or not? I don't remember. I think it does. And it still gets out-surpassed by the new skin. That's not. Anyway, look at that. Boom. I like it. I thought it was going to eat her, but nah, she's still a 1. Okay, honestly, one of my favorite units in the game, ever since I saw her, I was like, God damn, she's instant E2. And yeah, instant E2. Pretty much, whenever I was like, okay, I'm gonna build her, she looks pretty cool to use, we'll do it. And I know there's a lot of people that say, she's a mini chin. Yeah, I know, but my chin's still E0 level 1. And honestly, I really don't care about Chin too much. Just saying. But yeah, I really do like her. Best wolf. Not best wolf. Best fox in the game. Second best is Breeze. I think third. I think the Susuro is another one, and she's third best. Okay. That is how we're rating. Okay, that's how we're gonna put them. So of course, her, Cutter, first place. Breeze, second place. Third place, Susuro. Anyway, that out of the way, do I want to level her up some more? Question mark. Sure. Why not, actually? I'll also put her onto my front homepage as well. Just in a sec here. I'm gonna go to level 30. I think I have more cats in the team. That's fine. That's fine. Level 32. Switch Meteorite. And of course, when W comes out, W is pretty much gonna be the homepage unit for a very long time. No questions asked. I do not see myself switching with anyone unless a certain wolf, certain Lupo, decides to join the game as a playable unit. And then, yeah, I'll probably consider that one instead. But until then, it's probably whenever someone comes out, that's going to be the unit for a long time. Or another unit. Who knows? At this point, I'm not really going to specifics due to spoilers and such, so... I do want to adjust the position. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Adjust position. How does it look? How does it look further out? Oh, we can... Oh, baby. I like that. I actually kind of like that. I think I'll probably put it, like... Put the fox in mid-view. You know, I actually do like Ritu a lot, so I think, yeah, we'll go with that. You can't see the doctor. I have 3 cats in my main team. Huh. Anyway. Let me create... You know what? Let's create the team real quick. Trust, Force Squad, quick edit. I think I'll use Kyobe. Saria. I don't know how I'm feeling about this event. I know. Am I just double against aerial enemies? Okay. Bring you along. I just know that the enemies that we'll be facing can be very cancerous, or that's my thoughts. Now, I could be completely incorrect. We'll see though when we get to the event. Debating on who I want to else bring. I'm gonna remove you. I probably should bring more ground units. It's so much easier than TOW. Really? Really? Nani? You know what? Okay, I guess I kind of want to. Granny. I did build Scavenger, but I don't think I'll bring her. Indra's S1. Stun. And... do I really want to bring anyone else, per se? Plyptus. Why not? Okay. Time for the event. So I will be going over the story. At this point, I guess it really doesn't matter at the end of the day because you can literally go through it right now. But I will be going over it. I won't be voice acting or anything. But yeah. We'll see how the story goes. You're a level 114 with 4 stream 6-star ET with a bunch of M3s. What are you considering? Actually, no. I mean, granted, yes, I could do that. But I'm not exactly going to do that, actually. But I understand where you're coming from. Anyway, hide your thoughts. Hide them from yourself. Raise your sword and staff. A soldier must always move forward. I will be using this team. It just is a random mixture of units. And Beeswax just there, chilling. It's me. I've reached the target destination. I have visual confirmation of the smoke signal's coordinates. It's been a while since our last fight with the other mercenaries. We've taken some losses, but they hide plenty of supplies in the underground bunker. We won't come back empty-handed. Yeah, the South can go on ahead. I'll catch up soon. Right, there is an unexpected casualty. W is dead. I think I know... just from the trailer of the PV itself, I think I know what's getting put down. Anyway, Enos. You're talking like it was hell on earth out there, but you look perfectly fine to me. Or are you talking... blah, 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 words. It's gonna happen a lot. Are you talking up... get a petty bonus? Well, it's not like you had to go out of your way to leave camp to pick us up. Who asked you to be such a worrywart? Ho, dear? Ho? Are you ho, dear? I don't think that's how you pronounce it, but you're gonna be ho, dear, okay? I don't think that's really how you pronounce it, but I'm so sorry for this guy's name. It's probably hoi, dear? Or hoder? Probably? Hoder? I guess? I'm probably getting closer, but we're just gonna say ho, dear, okay? Get that extra ho to it. Anyway, I don't give a shit about anyone. Crit projecting. If W hadn't stayed behind to create an opening for us, none of us would have made it out. When did it happen? 2 hours ago, when our communications were cut off. The squad got ambushed. Odor. Ho, dear. Oh, man. Anyway. W blew apart the ruins and gave us a chance to escape. We fought until the bitter end. Poor guy. Yeah, if only he made it back to the camp alive. His kill count was well past mine. He would have came out as a top merc easily. Oh, easy. Okay, so original W was a guy. Okay. Forget it. No point talking about that stuff now. At least he's earned his rest. The enemy around said we should probably bring him back. Impossible. We can't risk exposing ourselves like that. Don't want to get cut out. Why would he even want to? Were you two that close? Nobody told me. He had a bunch of loot on him. That's all I care about. It wasn't that much. Some of the other guys bought in bigger hauls. When the war ends, we can go back to the good old days. If the war ends... We can sit around and commission later. We better get out of here before sunset if we don't want to be the center of attention. Head back to the camp and muster the troops. Is that an order? Second Lieutenant Hodier? We lost contact with the other squads. As of right now, I'm your commanding officer. We're the same rank. Ines, let's hurry back to the rendezvous. Then we can contact the client again to negotiate our deal. That's a suggestion, not an order. Alright? How much do you think we can milk W's death for? A lot. He was a hell of a merc. Nobody knew. Everybody knew. At least his death won't be in vain. In the end, did he leave anything? Shh. Someone's coming. 3 o'clock. Not one of ours. Just one. Get out. Disheveled Sarkaz woman. Or Sarkaz? One of the natives? No way. You have W's gun and knife in your hands. Who the hell are you? Not talking? Then die. Wait, hold up. She followed us here. You let her follow you? We haven't exactly been dragging our feet, but she's kept up with us purely through her own skills, even after grabbing W's gear. She's experienced, Sarkaz, and I may need a local guide when it's time to bounce. Are you insane? Isn't that all the more reason to kill her right here? If you want us all dead, you might as well just do it yourself. I wouldn't dare. What if she's an assassin? What if she leads us straight into a trap? Did you forget how many people in Kazdale want your head? Oh, how many? There's one right in front of you. You got a huge bounty in your head, but for the time being, I'd rather stay out on your shoulders. Don't get too full of yourself. I appreciate your diligence and frugality, but I'm not joking around either. She took the risk to pick up W's knife and gun and had the stones to walk up to us. What are your arts telling you? Is she hostile? No. No sane person would just take in a totally unknown Sarkaz. Yeah, that's the difference between you and me. On my way back, I gave her a bunch of openings, and she threw little stones at me. An interesting display of goodwill, wouldn't you agree? Huh? According to the old ways, we might want to give her a chance. This war has thinned out our ranks. We could recruit some more Sarkaz just as mysterious as her, but I'd rather hand-pick someone myself. But she's an outsider. Our rays don't apply to... You know what? Forget it. I'm leaving in 10 minutes. I don't care how many come with me. But if you're gonna give me more curses to deal with, I don't care who, so you better make it quick. Quite the impatient one, aren't you? Alright, you. Listen carefully. You holding our fallen comrades' relics there. Put them down, and you can walk out if you're alive. You have to find somewhere else to die, but at least you'll buy yourself some extra time. This is your last chance. Last chance? I don't think I ever had a chance. The second I turned around, you drew your blade and cut me down. This whole time, your other hand has been on that hilt. Very good. You may have seen us before, or maybe you worked for someone else. None of that concerns me. But you understand what it means to take up the weapons of the fallen, yes? Of course. In that case, prepare to evacuate first. We'll talk details later. Now, go rejoin the squad. W. Us! Oh, this is her theme. Ah, yes, the non-chorus version. This theme's actually really good. I know, Blake, you hate it. I know, at least you hate the choir version. Or I think someone does. Maybe it's you, maybe it's not. Anyway, there is no end to war, and there is no end to our fight. It is as if war is the tool that we've always relied on for survival. I am convinced of that. Some still harbor reservations in their heart, while others have grown accustomed to the fact that the latter live, the former die. And some people were born to play this role. What a pleasant surprise. When I saw her in those crumbling ruins, I knew for sure. She would reign supreme among the Sarkaz warriors. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait. I think just... yeah. Can't wait. Is it me or I don't hate it? I just don't like it that much. Gotcha. Okay, there we go. Put you down. It's gonna be weird because now we have Briny skin in DM, which that in alone is just weird. I think I'll put you down there. Isn't me? She is 21. Oh, you're talking about W? Or are you talking about the gang? Because I know it said Cutters is 21 DB. I was like, wait, are you talking about W? Or are you talking about someone else? And like Cutters DP. I mean, granted, Cutters DP is 21, so that's what I was like, wait, are you talking about Cutters DP? Curious costs, gotcha. Pretty much just bait. I don't think they ever actually talk about her age. There we go. There we go. Kyode was not really there at all. Several months later. 4:28 p.m. cloudy. Military buffer zone between Kazdale's east/west battlegrounds. Small ambush. Looks like you were right. A lot of people do seem to be after my head. What a pain. Not too many of them. They must be trying to cut off the head of the snake in a hit and run. Only half a squad left. What a perfect time to try and take me out. Too bad for them, it's a little too perfect. Just as planned. Oh wait, I'll catch up with you later. The messenger of Kazdale should be back in a minute. What are you looking for? The corpse? That's the assassin. Yeah, I knew he'd have it on him. I know? Actually, wait, do you know this guy? Of course. We worked together before. Went through hell together. Just a few months ago, we were at the Scar Market, toasting to a job well done. Even he said he wanted his daughter to marry me. That's dumb. You're mercenaries. Sooner or later... Hold on. You didn't really... Of course not. I turned him down. For other reasons, of course. So, what does it say? Useful stuff, some intel about the market, gossip, things worth looking into. And what about this? They're all names. No, all synonyms or code names. And there's candy drawn on the back of this. What's all this supposed to mean? The more pieces of candy, the higher the payout. It's a system only a piece of shit like him could come up with. However, whoever gets the most candies is the most dangerous mercenary. Creates like that really leave a bad taste in your mouth. But then again, this adds up to a stack. Who's footing the bill? Every time we complete a contract, someone will usually put up additional sum to get rid of us, like whoever hired us, for example. The more powerful the mercenary, the bigger the bounty. The bigger the bounty, the greater the risk. The greater the risk, the more they need to kill off the merc. And the merc who live through all this, they become the strongest. The war has driven us to the brink of death, but it's only left room for us to survive. I guess that all works. It's the rules of the game. Hodier, mercenary, 10 candies, tough squad, 15 candies, we're acquainted, 20 candies. Can't fault his accounting. W, the old one, taken care of. The new one is a problem. 10 candies, maybe more. Situational. Sounds like you earned your candies too. Might have something to do with those arm dealers I buried alive in the woods last month. Goddamn! So I'm supposed to be happy about this? Arms dealers. Huh. Why am I learning about this just now? I was just in the neighborhood. When you guys raid the Laterno caravans, do you bother reporting each and every one? No. Alright. It's the same idea. Since this isn't technically a part of the job, it's not like mercenaries have to share every little detail. But let me get this straight. I'm stronger than that old W, huh? Stronger or weak doesn't tell me shit about a soldier's actual capabilities. For me, it's all about whether or not they can follow orders. Fine, I'll be more thorough next time. Does that work for you? By the way, I've been wondering, what kind of person was that old W? That guy was a strange one. He was with us for the long time, hardest worker you ever met. A real good egg. He fought hard to become our team leader, racked up kills and accommodations just like so he'd celebrate his birthday. Sarkez? With a birthday? Of course, it wasn't his real birthday. He wasn't that far gone. He once killed a Latino, and took his gun. I guess they had some history between them, so he decided that day was his birthday. A merc who killed Latinos for sport? Huh. Sounds like we could have been friends. There's a lot to unpack in there. But for sport? Hey, gotta live in the moment. Good answer. W was one of the biggest characters. He's always had the devil may cry laugh, but whatever he spoke, you could tell that it was something more looking underneath. That, I bet you, is a reference to the Devil May Cry series. But I don't know if there is a specific meme or laugh in that series. But, just something to throw out there. Anyway, but he was quicker to trust than pretty much anyone else. Why is that? Because he's had an obsession. A beast people, good or bad, always falling into traps. Alright, just sounds like a dumbass to me. I figured you get it, because you're the same type of person, good at putting on airs, good at living in the moment. I am? What makes you so confident you can guess what I'm thinking? Or do you have some weird arts like Ian's? You. You could have decided to kill us both that day. I thought you understood that. You're not going to let go, are you? Reminds me of Inns. Let's head back and see how our messenger's doing. It's about to rain. That's the first time I saw her smile. The same smile as W's. Giving her a thinly veiled excuse was at least better than having her continue this numbingly dull busy work. What I needed was a mercenary who could cleave a path forward, not just another puppet. Puppets are a dime a dozen. That was the day W became W. But Eanes was right. Ridiculous. Eanes. You should head back to the tent. No use staring blinkingly at the campfire. Can't imagine we got good news from Casdale. Nail on the head. I could feel the messenger's anxiety after he came back. He tried not to show it, but he was scared of it out of his mind. Not to mention your expression. Your poker face couldn't fool a toddler. So what's the bad news? So I'm still alive, but our agent died in Casdale's industrial area. His corpse got thrown into a furnace. His head got melted off, but those gaudy red paints are somehow still fine. Who did it? Nobody knows what happened. First person to find the body was one of the boiler workers. But whoever did it was quick. Yeah, you have a fight on metal, and it's a good show for a while. They used a knife. They were damn good with it. Whatever. It's not like we'll ever catch them. He wanted to hang out in Casdale and didn't like to take orders. This is what happens. Kind of funny, huh? But now who's going to pay us? I'm not laughing. Next part is even less funny. With our messenger was leaving Casdale, after confirming the report, he ran into some friends. Some spies. I guess it's more was intercepted by than ran into. So you've been caught again. Wouldn't be the first time. We could take the initiative here. But look at things, we don't have a choice. The messenger came back with an order. An order for us? From who? Since when do you take orders from anyone? I've gone through the options, just let me finish. They want us off the battlefield and up any remote mountain pass. Looks like it may take us to a canyon. To protect a transport team. Escorting transport is a pretty one-of-the-mill job. There has to be more to it, right? I don't know. Excuse me? Really? Sorry. The situation spiraled out of control. But this could be a rare opportunity for us. Now that we're responsible for the entire team, the situation has changed. Everything else is looking for an opening, and we can't just sit around waiting to die. You and W are in charge of this job. I have some issues here. I object. First of all, I won't go with W. She's made some waves, but I don't think she's ready yet. She's already proven herself. I see things you can't. I trust my arts. Hodier's team shows up with a new demolitions expert, and suddenly the battlefield is one big fiery explosion. Their other mercs are playing it cool. The battlefield changes every day, and you never know when it might swallow up your base camp. I know. She doesn't hesitate. Not when she's lying. Not when she's gunning. She is too qualified a mercenary and can't tell how deep she is. I'm not looking for a knife in my bag. I don't think she's cut out for this escort job. No matter how great you think she is, now's not the time to send out your greenhorn. Or do you have some ulterior motives? I'm working with the tools I've got. But look at where we are. We can't leave people on the sidelines anymore. Mercs don't have a dog in the fight. Really. But that's the words. But that also means we don't belong anywhere. When the dust settles, we fade away, along with the war. The difference is, war will return one day. But we have only one chance to live. I'm not going to be fatalistic about this, and neither should any of you. That's the deal. We have to play the hand we've been given. Stand out from the crowd, and stake out our own position. That's groups here from Rim Billington. I'm willing to bet they get raided not long after crossing into Casdale territory. None of our people won't take the job. We'll have to change the teams up a bit, but doesn't matter in the end. It's a dangerous contract, but worth the risk. We, or at least you. Hold up! Not that I question your decision. It's just that... forget it. Anyway, you don't need to be so uptight. I'll follow your orders as always. But first, you need to calm down. Then take a look at your own feet. Oh, are you talking about my shadow? I can't read your eyes. What am I looking for? Your shadow. It's trembling. It's windy and the campfire is flickering. You know what I'm talking about? Why your scar kids are like this. Don't always try to plan too far ahead. There are too many things you can't control. We are just mercenaries, after all. Keep that in mind. So if you want me to bring W with me, what about you? What are you planning? That's on a need-to-know basis. You're safer this way. If you can't trust the other teams, you should at least trust your own. I'm not hiding anything from you. It's just out with it. Then spill it. Who was it our messenger meant? Babel. A sleeper called Babel left in Kazdel. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh! What? Oh, shit. Is this actually true? Okay, so we just got another Final Fantasy rep. That's the boy Sephiroth. Okay! Okay, I definitely need to see the trailer when it happens. Oh, shit. If it's true. Okay. Okay, Sephiroth. Da 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 da. Sephiroth. Okay. I'm actually been finishing Final Fantasy VII. Or trying to the remake anyway. And it's just perfect timing. It's perfect timing. It's a Square Enix rep, but god damn it, it's not Sora. Anyway. There are some goons at last time. How'd they find us here? Hurry up and retreat. Don't waste time. They got us surrounded and outnumbered. And then we gotta find a way to break through. Their scouts took out our over sentries. We're in the dark here. Bullshit. Are you gonna stand around and wait for that caster to fry you? Hey you, with the Hoodier. What are you doing here? Where's Hoodier and his men? Are you supposed to be... What are you doing to my comms? What gives? Would you shut up already? Remember how I was on patrol here? They made it real easy to plant bombs all over your camp. You, Hoodier, you sold us out. Don't make it sound so bad. We're headed out on a long, long trip, and when you know it, some guests showed up just as we're leaving, and someone's gotta stay behind to hold the fort. Now we leave some snacks out for a guest like a good host, maybe they'll get them to stop chasing us. Gotta say, appreciate what you're doing for us. Damn you! You knew you were coming this whole time! You're just going to leave us here to die? Well, at least try to put up a bit of fight. The more you struggle, the bigger a head start. But seriously, thanks to Killaton! I already need to help the teams that didn't have time to escape, but why didn't anyone else make it out? They volunteered to stay behind. Don't worry, I left them a little gift, so they were more happy to help us hold off the bad guys. I doubt anyone here would be willing to sacrifice themselves. No need to lie about it. Nobody's going to blame you for sacrificing others to save your own squad. By lying to your commander is another story. You can't fool my eyes, W. You're on thin ice here. Don't forget how green you are. I'll be sure to reflect upon my actions, Captain. Yes? Because we'll be working together for a very long time. So what's the plan now? No harm, no foul. What's done is done, and it was probably going to turn out like this anyway. W might have made the right call. Do you seriously believe that? The Sarkaz over there have nothing to do with us. Who they were, what they did, how they lived, how they died, none of our business. Brutal. Let's talk war first. Ines, you, and W split up and lead your teams away. Messengers stay radio side, then regroup at the rendezvous point. I'll catch you up later. One more thing. I don't care what kind of mischief you get up to, how one of you exploits the other or whatever, but I won't stand for you actually directly fighting. But indirectly is fine. Pretty lax rules. I really hope it doesn't come to that, but it's not like I could stop it either. For now, at least, if you plan to stay alive, make good use of every last sarcasm you have. Hodier has always been like this. He thinks very little about what actually matters and wastes so much brain power on the pointless stuff. Nobody says W is a great fighter, but there's a lot she's missing. If she really is just an incredible Sarkaz warrior... It's not even dark out. You still gotta hide over here by the fire? Maybe you just like fire? I definitely don't like being bothered. I don't like people bothering me. Your team is 3 hours late. The ambush. Did you and Hordier plan that? I'd go ask him. He doesn't know anything about it. Then it must have been a coincidence. All works are a pain in the ass to deal with. You crossed the path and I'm gonna give you shit. No, that's all? You guys wondering Hordier sold up my position. You think that's what he should have done? Why not? How do you know he's not lying to you? You should have killed me a long time ago. Doing it now would have helped much, wouldn't it? What were you doing before you found us? Huh? After all we've been through, you giving me the job if you do now? Hodier never asked about his people's past, but I'm not Hodier. Yeah, you're a whole different species from us. Are you looking for trouble here? For as far as I can tell, Miss Ines isn't as good at close combat. A lesson for you. If you want to live a little longer, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Every Sarkaz mercenary carries a sword. Well, color me surprised. All this time I thought that was your staff, but... Oh, but you're a Sarkaz mercenary? I'm still pretty sure I got you be at close range, but I'll admit I got a little careless. Well, thanks. A scratch on the arm is a pretty cheap price for that lesson. You and Hodier are both pretty good at keeping your cards close to your chest. I'd rather talk about you. High-profile mercenaries like you are pretty much all dead by now. You made such big graves in such a short time, but I never heard anything about you before you joined us. That's pretty suspicious. You came looking for Hodier. Why? You said it yourself. What? A lot of people in Krasdo are after his head. You jumped the bomb pretty smoothly. Why do you change your mind? I figured I'd get what I want easier this way. What is it you want? None of your business. You're shook. How funny. Why not make something up to dodge the question? New arts again. The damned eyes. My reasons have nothing to do with you. Same with my eyes. What was that? From the east. Something's coming. There's more than one squad, but only one of them's the real deal. They sure are cautious. Sounds like a pretty big gang. Pretty big gang. Just how many people did they hire? I wonder. Oh dear, was right. There's gonna be the biggest battle yet. Running into uncharted territory now. You scared? Hodier should be here soon with his squad. Tell the messenger to get back on comms. I don't remember anyone putting you in charge. Oopsie. You just keep guarding the campfire over here. I'll head down to the camp and check out the situation. That's Babel's. Sorry, I had to take a little detour along the way. Ended up wasting a bit of time. But it's time for us to really get to work now. Positions, everyone? How are you doing over there? Okay. Oh, A-okay. Actually, might be. Judging from the burnt gas and neatly covered mud here, you'd have been busy. Come on, we were just sparring a little, as a warm-up. Definitely not fighting or anything. Right? Don't worry. Next time I bury you where they'll never find your body. Just to reiterate, our job is simple. Don't let anyone near our mark. Admit anything in the canyon that looks at you sideways, but find anyone who approaches. Any questions? So where's our destination? Can't disclose that. This escort task is to be carried out in stages. Alright, our map route has already been passed out. After we reach our destination in 3 days, someone will connect with us. Oh dear. What are they transporting? I also can't... Wait, Ineos. There's a breach of contract to use your arts to support the transport team. Don't underestimate them. Stop right now. You said they were a regular old transport team. I know. This is definitely conflict that needs protection. But it was a huge thing that they're transporting. I'm only seeing a shadow. A landship? No, it's a skeleton? Okay. Okay. Okay, so interesting mechanics this map starts to throw at. Because of these lore things. So if I remember correctly, it's about if you place the character facing along with the wind, you do more damage. Okay, I probably should put you down. I'll put you there. Okay, so pretty simple. Pretty self. Yeah, I'll do that. Actually able to Oko? Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay, we're doing pretty good, decent. Okay, pretty simple so far. Fairly high res. What's your guard again, too? Okay. Oh, stop. High risk, you're high? What? No. What are you talking? I have no idea what you're talking about. When did I say high risk? Anyway, I have no idea where you heard high risk, but anyway. To the north of Kazdale lies a birch forest. There, the progression of life unfolds. From spring it begins, and in winter it ceases. And only death thrives in long winters. All living things make the exodus in unison, leaving only the ordinium crystals sparkling around the ground to reflect the somber moonlight. Pale withered trees' trunks hang lifelessly, their cinder shadows intertwining and stacked upon empty expanses of snow. But that's the scenery I saw. Eanes, screw you! If you're not dead yet, then wake up already. Huh? In my head, what is this pain? What's going on? What happened? Nothing happened, but just in case that fall gave you amnesia, I'll give you a quick summary. You were ambushed an hour ago. They were quick. Arkasta had no time to put up a barrier, and that team got split up. We're the only ones here. And the comms? Jammed. I don't know how they're doing it, but we are definitely up against pros, at least more professional than any ever played before. But the good news is they didn't go straight for the convoy. Looks like they got a tip or something, but not the details. Go ahead, find a way to meet up with the others. Oh, I figured you'd doubt me, at least a little. Guess I'll leave you as bait. What do you think would survive if we fought? Obviously, you really should do something about that nasty personality of yours. You can tell I'm injured that easily. That easy? Oh, so it hurts that bad, huh? I think I'd see some control over your emotions, like you could fake them, because I was being more careful than I needed to be. You already scan your teammates with arts as soon as you wake up. Now that's a mark trust, boss. Force of habit. That's why, huh? The first thing you can do after you open your eyes is survey your surroundings. What a coward. Hey, that hurts. You said bait, right? Not a bad idea. Not a point of dragging along a merc who can't even stand up straight. You stay here for a second, I'll call on that enemy. Hope you guys get along nicely. Can't have you die on me too quickly. See you later, W. Oh, I'm not staying. I never trusted you. Hey, you little... I found a mercenary. Just one. Confirmation. It's W. Before I continue on this broadcasting message of me speaking to fourth wall breaking, I'll be back. Because the sinuses. Fuck sinuses. That was fast. Or rather, you've been following us the whole time, huh? Letting a few of them go was worth it. It means we're getting hands on a HVT hit. What the hell did you say? And you go, those were worth it. I get hands on an HVT like you. I was gonna follow you back to the rest of your team. Never expected them to just disband on their own. Tell me everything you know about them, and you might get a quick death. Well, that is the trouble, huh? I'd love for us to be honest with each other, but the truth is, I don't know anything. You're badly wounded, but we don't have much time to waste. You might die if we torture you on the spot. I'm not sure anybody wants that. In that case, you should chase down that woman. She knows more than I do. Don't you resent her for using you as bait? You have a better time to work with us. Bait? Huh. Say, have you baited organium slump industrial residue before? Wait, are you talking about... It's kind of a Kazdale folk thing. Regarding slug infestations, you know? Organium slugs are pretty dumb. And they like Arnia. But setting that aside, do you know what happens to the poor slugs that are lured over? Don't mince words with. They get blown apart just like your buddies over there. What? When did you... Hey, you even said I was bait. Do you think that meant a trap? Probably should have killed me sooner, or ran off. I guess here. I'll give you another chance. Let's take it from the top. So fast! Have you been chasing us the whole time? You're insane! Who's behind? Hush. No sudden movements. It's kind of a beginner's sword, but I'm not good with a blade. If my hand slips, you die. What did you get? I'm putting close with the shadows. Did you really think you'd be able to catch me without a scout? Speak up! Who's he, master? I'll never... Easy there. How's a guy supposed to talk if he turns his organs into mush? Kazdale will never forgive you. Kazdale. Thank you. You really suck at torture. Nam, you're still alive. You gotta let him kill me first. Too bad you're so impatient. Of course I'd rather kill them first. These insects have taken too much from us. And the enemy shows you an opening, any more worth our salt would kill him. No? You really do have a bit of sarcasm in you, huh? Don't duff on me. That wasn't exactly quiet. I bet more of them are on the way. Isn't that what you want? Keep them away from the objective? He said to let a couple get away, that means the rest are dead. He wasn't good enough to take down the many of our people. He was definitely scared. There's something else out there. Whew, were you really faking your injury? No, you can just fake an open wound anyway. This is all mind over matter. What's like about you? Did you really know that I had a present ready for them as soon as you woke up? If I didn't wake up, it would have been the bait. Then I would have waited for you to die before spraying the trap. If one day you meet someone who actually could read your mind, You won't be a match for her. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Can you feel around the arts? As if I wasn't going to do that already. No. That's the look that usually means we're boned. You got that right? It is no ready now. We press on. You suck at fighting, so it's all up to me. Head rest. We might be able to turn around this around with Hodier and his team. And if we can't find them, then we die. We wiped out half the escort team, but couldn't stop the convoy before point A5. They threw out a lot of decoys. Some of their most well-guarded ones were fake. Either Bell's playing up some next-level strats, or the rear one doesn't even need protection. Yeah, we need to end this fast. Though, thought we could leave mop-up operations to those scum. Didn't think they blew that hard, too. This goes all over the place. Hodio's team was a lot tougher than I thought. And Babel didn't score them first. Would have been nice to get them for ourselves. Do we keep chasing? You don't know what's up ahead. Understood, General. We lost them? Split up. Go east. I'll take the rest. Whew. These guys aren't easy marks. Duh. Hide. Knock it off. You've been at it since the beginning. You're gonna go blind. Don't your eyes hurt? Of course they hurt, dumbass, but we have to find a way out. I surrender! Oh, what a nice clean slash. Did you see that? They're just up as mercs, but these aren't mercs. Cut the chatter. They don't even need to ambush us. They could take us out on the ruins and we wouldn't be able to beat them. What are you thinking? Huh? Are you still spying on me at a time like this? No, I just haven't gone blind yet. You got so many. Are those grenades? What are you doing? Are you gonna blow yourself up with them? A kill's a kill, no? Don't throw your life away for nothing. For what then? What's the point of living? What should I throw my life away for? Sarcasms really aren't scary. That's why I never trusted you. You're not crazy. Hey, W, wait. Come back. Yep, found one. The one and only W. The way you toss those ranking grenades around, that's what wants too. That's kind of crazy. That gets my blood pumping. How do you do it? All my fiends incinerated in a flash and don't have a scratch on you. What can I say? Practice makes perfect. The general's gonna like you. Just lay it all out for me. What's Bill you got you doing? You can do a lot better somewhere else. Why should you trust me? Why should I trust you? Asking the right questions in the right order. Mercenaries are a tool of war. If we're gonna fight, we're gonna have the right tools in our hand. Don't you think we're more expendable than that? That's your call. You got another one hiding 17 minutes 4 o'clock. That one with the scouting arts. You think you get over it too? Put the sound down. You can't beat me. Welcome to try though. What do you want? Yeah, this fits. We got W and E's. You got maybe 20% of your people left. Sky remnants can't do much. What's that you're standing on? Now this? It used to be a person, I guess it's hard to tell at this point. Again now, we're not your regular mercenaries. We're not hitmen either. But if we do this, there's the two of you, plus your leader. Only one of you three has to die. Only the two bring back a head. Don't care whose. We pin all the losses on the head and take in the survivors. Not that this is my call. We have to do something for our fallen men. Things could have gone a different way if we weren't meeting on the battlefield. That's enough nice. That's nice of you. Here's my luck. I suck at fighting. Probably can't beat this ugly bitch. No, we're so honest all of a sudden. Yeah, so the only one choice for us to team up and kill Hodier. Yep, Hodier. So, tell me, why do mercenaries insist on getting killed? I'm not gonna stay on the side of getting play. I'd much rather play with someone else's life. Plus, I'm real sick of listening to you. You're boring, and your shitty little attempt at death game sucks. Oh, and my poor little lamb here is steadily going blind. She's not sarcasm, you notice, right? You stepped right into her minefield. You know how this will end. You've already lost. Oh? I don't know about that one. Are you really going? The landship is right over here. Yes, I didn't expect them to spot it so soon. Did so blow this one? And you forgot the mercenaries. You put them in danger. They have no idea what's going on. The mercenaries, they live for this. And sooner or later, it will be our burden too. Okay, I can save them. I can save some of the men who will die in for mistakes. You're right, Theresa, but there isn't a single Sarkaz, and a single person who should die for nothing. Then I'm coming with you. Good. Thank you. How's it? Oh, reinforcements, huh? Who are they? There's a lot of them. Hey, you stay with me. Sorry, I'm just so sleepy. Since when do you know the word sorry? I had to watch you pass out last time. Now it's your turn. Come, be a team player. I just need a little nap. 14, 15, still more. They're professionals. Look how they move. They know the battlefield even better than we do. Cusdale. Come in, someone going to save you. Comes are back? What's this feeling? Someone's close. Hodier? Eanes, where's W? What are your coordinates? You lived in Cusdale before the war, didn't you? There's something I have to ask you. How are you? Are you ready to catch your breath? Find a safe place to hide. The convoy is going to call in for reinforcements for us. Just listen to me, Hodier. Okay, I'm listening. The Queen of Sarkaz, the one who lost Cusdale, Her Majesty, is she a woman with white hair? Okay. When you fear honored to fight alongside living legends and its giant tears, or if you have for empty tragedy, then sure never even epic. Yeah, okay. So much talking. Not enough breathing. Shit. The Sarkaz stopped. The burning ruins collapsed in towards the center. Those monstrous creatures looked down on us from above. She almost was our story 2-minute game. Yeah. A woman suddenly emerged from the center of the circle, a very strange woman. She wasn't Sarkaz. She stood in the center of the battlefield, expression and change. Is this Tallulah? I don't think so. I don't think it is. I don't think it actually is. We'll see. We'll see if that is the case or not. Because just the look of her and what they're describing, I don't think so. No, it wouldn't make any sense in this timeline. I don't think anyway. It was just trembling, but I couldn't tell you why. The explosion must have damaged my hearing. I couldn't hear what they were saying. She's the lady who walked with Doctor and Kel. Shit. My brain's being stupid. Anyway, but I knew they were afraid. Did it say Theresa or something like that? Anyway, but I knew they were afraid. Was it because of her? No, their attention was focused in another direction on someone else. The seconds before I was lost consciousness, I saw a Sarkaz, an unthreatening, slender Sarkaz. There, for the moment. Sarkaz must... You will what? She is heavily injured. If we don't do something now, if he finds this place, we're out of time. Kills it, give me a hand. Fine. Where am I? On a land ship. Land ship? How are we still alive? If you're going to screw around, can you leave me out of it? Long story short, we got rescued. So, where are we? The in convoy. This is the land ship we were protecting. Now it's howling or rooted. Looks like it's still under construction. I can tell how it all fits together. Weird. Okay, so pretty much Theresa. Okay, so pretty much eventually Rhode Islands. But the shadow I saw, it was some questions are better left unanswered. What about Hodier? He's with the client. He's talking to the boss of this place. Right, if you're seeing it around here, Hodier must be fine. I might be completely wrong on that too, but that's one of my guessing, because I know this is technically the backstory for Wood Islands as well. So, anyway. So what's the deal with the boss of this place? You look nervous. I don't need to blind myself with Ornium Arts to figure that out. Don't tell me you think I'm hanging out here because I care about you. Definitely not. So what's the reason? I guess I just feel bad for him. Who knows what kind of monsters are in that room with him? Yeah, this place is not really built at all. Hey, Cal! Try to relax. Nervousness will only drag down our efficiency. You did the best you could. The leak was all for. You don't... Okay. Words. We don't really look for the battlefield on the bat. Words! Like, I got it messed up, then I stopped, took a breath, and then it's like that. Yeah, it's Babel. Technically Babel? Okay. I mean, I know eventually, but I'll probably get to it when we get to it. We don't really look for faults on the battlefield. God damn it. Anyway, I know who I'm dealing with. Good. But I can say I expected that commander to be one of Her Majesty's own. You're a lot stronger than expected. I haven't had a chance to thank you yet, Dr. Calzit. Theresa is the one you should be thanking. What was that about me? Your Majesty. Okay. Gotcha. We're not in Kazdale anymore. Let's not stand a ceremony. We're here to sit down and talk, Hildier. But you're by your command. And you're the one in the coat. There must be us. I hope you don't mind. It's very important that the doctor be well aware of any new intelligence. Thank you for understanding. It really is a landship, but it's pretty big, huh? There are parts that look new, but some bits are so old that they're practically falling apart. I think this is from Rim Billington. Oh, so sorry. They're still building this place. Small cottage. What? Okay. I know who it is, but interesting decision. Doctor. Anyway, Dr. Calzit said not to go any deeper. It's dangerous. Okay, I'll go somewhere else. Thanks. What a nice kid. With those ears, she's definitely not sarcasm. Come to think of it, one of you sucks even more than Ines, that doctor. She isn't a sarcasm either. What's going on here? I look around in the middle of a battlefield and nobody's sarcasm. How could he be jammed again, huh? Happy place, closure. That's only the 7th short circuit today. The 7th short circuit! Damn it! Kind of embarrassing for a genius engineer, huh? What if I invested in a new set of doors? That saves some time. Oh, well, we have so many wounded to care for. Their provisions are rather expensive in both manpower and resources. And wouldn't giving up an even bigger embarrassment? Okay, Your Majesty, give me 3 days. If I can't fix this in 3 days, fuck, I'll take the whole security control system part and reinstall it. Oh, I love how I just realized her literal t-shirt is the Google dinosaur. You are online. I just realized. Oh, okay, that's new. I did not even. That's something I just didn't realize just now. Or reinstall. You can do that? I don't know who built these mysterious systems and then buried them out in Rim Billington somewhere. Then if we can't figure it out, we just have to replace it with something we can. Easy peasy. Well, I'll leave it to you then. Roger that. Rhode Islands. How long will it be until you're up and running? Rhodes Islands? Oh, here. I remember. You were with Hodier. You regained consciousness. Your wounds were quite serious. Did I scare her? W, the mercenary. I'm looking for Captain Hodier and I kind of got lost. Be careful where you wander. This place is still being built. There are a lot of exposed wires. You could get shocked. But I have a feeling such caution is a second nature to you, no? W, was it? You may call me Thersia. Hodier had words with the doctor about a meeting. I believe he should be back in his room of medical by now. Don't make them worry. You have to head back too. Thersia, Your Majesty? Oh, well, we're not in Kazdale anymore. No need for titles. Okay, Thersia, Majesty, why were you wrestling with a door just now? And that shulker there is an engineer, right? I mean, it's just a door. It's not just a door, sweetheart. Okay. How many things are there totally unworthy of my attention? So what's Rhode Island? Oh, you heard that. There is the name of this vessel, although it has not yet been officially christened, and that is the name I wish for it. Maybe it's just my whimsy. The doctor calls it may reject its true name. Reject its true name? Is that meant to be Babel? Huh. True name. For this landship? Yeah, you saw this. You saw this vessel wasn't built in Gazdell. Searching deep in the oldest records we have, I came across that name. It's where you're going to join. Forcefully. Rhodes Islands. I'm not actually sure what it means, because it should know more. Oh, okay. So the name that they got was technically in the records. I gotcha. It's where you're going to join forcefully with 300 seconds, nonetheless. Yeah. If she only knew. But that's what I want to name it. And I already had a name after all. Oh, so the name that it was already given is the name she likes to keep it as. Her Majesty Thersia fought against the regent who usurped Kazdel. She personally brought together more than half of the Sarkaz clans, and she's fixing the door herself? What's wrong? You have an odd expression on your face. I mean, granted, the thing about, like, actual leaders that people respect are people that actually get shit done and do it themselves. And if it needs to get done, they'll do it even if they don't know how to. W. Get it together, girl. Anyway. That's not a lie. But then again, doesn't need to be that taken too seriously. Anyway. Would it be considered improper to laugh in front of your majesty? No, but neither cousin nor the doctor are the laughing type, and the warriors have too much on their plates for such infirmity. Oh, I would quite like it if you all could smile. But that is perhaps an extravagant hope. I understand the pressure I placed on everyone. So I'm cool to laugh then. Yes? Nah, the magic's gone. Can't do it. Why do I feel like that's my fault? Well, I wouldn't dare. What about you? What about me? I am Thersia. This is Rhode Island. And you are? W. That's not what I meant. W is a mercenary code name. I want to know your true name. The one that represents you. You did not call yourself in a disguise tainted by war. This goes beyond names. Just say I'm nosy. Oh, forgive me. You don't have a name. It's pretty common for Sarkaz born in Krasnau. We don't really care much for names. People forget them all the time. What's the point in making an effort to remember a name? Don't want to forget them. I can't forget them. If you wait for the dust to settle in Kazdale, until you're no longer W, we could speak like this close again, once again. Maybe then you could have a more fitting name. A proper name for a Sarkaz woman like yourself. Like Rhode Islands. A name makes things feel so much warmer, doesn't it? Never really thought about it. Thersia, message. Kazdale's on the move. The doctor's getting ready. Right, I'm on the way. W? Oh yeah, I'm here. If you are willing to fight for us still, you're always be welcome here, no matter what. I'm not going to criticize Thersia's decision, but don't expect too warm a welcome. I've seen your record. You're dangerous. Oh, same. You're recovering fast, but not enough to have you running around as your fleas. Go back to bed before you have to have someone carry you there. Callan was like, no. I realized later, I never dared to look Thacia in the eye. Why? She looks so naive. It was the look of the leader of the head of the armies in one cruel war. Is naive the word? You don't have the eyes like that when you're naive. Such sad eyes. Those two were always at her side, it seemed. If I could stand with them. What kind of sights would I see? That hood, is that the doctor they were talking about? Is that person looking at my way? What the? Why? Why am I scared? Scared of what? That person gives off pretty normal vibes, but no. It's too vague. I've never seen anyone that weird before. Oh, that's Isabel's battlefield commander. I remember now. That doctor? Huh? Like, what? Dacia W? Okay. I'm saying to get why Eanes wouldn't go near Her Majesty. Maybe it'd be better to look out for myself every once in a while. But I'm not sure why. When it comes to Thersia, I never really knew why. Quite a whim. Hodia and the others would understand. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, finally gameplay! Assuming that I can actually beat this. Oh god. Oh shit. Nope. This is a lot harder than it looks, by the way. Like, just the beginning of this. Oh gosh. I can actually take you out. Fast forward. Okay. Probably should bring a healer just in case. Nance Charger, be rare, yeah. That's probably gonna be the main issue with this map, probably. Take you out. I'll let him get here. Step. Okay. Nope. Oh gosh. There we go. Jeez. Our horse girl almost died. Shit. Okay, the story of every battle will be copied hundreds of thousands of times, tucked in places. Not gonna read everything off of that. No ending story, and we're instantly going into gameplay! Thank you! Thank you! Damn! I like the story, but jeez. Gameplay, please. Wait up! The enemy is here. The base camp is pretty crude, and the numbers are sparse and spread out. You guys haven't noticed it yet. Yeah. As long as they remain stationed here, they should be on standby mode. You should take the initiative. As soon as they realize they're under attack, they're immediately become combat ready. We won't have much leeway here. It's quite simple. We can devour them all one by one. They won't even have a chance to fight back. Okay. This is gonna be annoying. Mages. I could probably freeze, and I probably could kill pretty easily. Okay. Put you down. Take you out. Okay, probably could put Kirby down. Just to help out here. Jeez. Okay. Pretty good. Take you out. Pretty simple. Probably could have done the map a little better. Probably could put Exusai to the right or something like that. There we go. Okay. DM5. Okay, we're going back in. Shit. Okay. Pay attention to the Sentinel. Looking at that weird formation, I have a hunch there are a lot more enemies out there than we expected. Once we damage a Sentinel, they go alert the entire team. Sadly, we have no way of assassinating them before they make a sound. They clearly won't go down easily. Huh, they have a... is that a push? Needs to say, the mercenaries rallied under a banner will fight better as a team, and all enemies on standby will come combat ready. Prioritize eliminating enemies on standby first, and once there are no more troops underneath the banner, a commander without troops makes for easy pickings. I really do not know what to do in this situation, so I'm just gonna... where's the thing? Okay. What is this one again? Increases the push and pull strength. Like, I don't think there's any issue of why we would not attack these guys. Yeah, like there's no... As Among Us? What? Nani? Really? Oh, shit. Rip. That's a big rip. Which, granted, there probably would be some translation errors, but... And has to say it again. Rip. But yeah. I don't know what to do in this situation, so... Oh, okay. I might put you here, actually. Oh, I got lucky. So there's a random chance that you might get the buff as someone who doesn't have a direction input, which is something interesting to know. I probably should have put her here, but whatever. Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry for you, girl. You are screwed and boned. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, I can't put anything down. Oh, that's big oof. Now I see why this can be an issue. Okay. Okay. You decided. Sounds like you aren't asking, Dr. Calzit. Sorry, I just realized I'm supposed to call you Lord Calzit. Lord? Lord? Okay. Oh, well, that was not intentional! I want screenshots! I just literally moved my mouse so I could take control again, and then my game's like, oh yeah, you wanted to take a screenshot, don't ya? Okay. Relax. Relax, simulator. Anyway, there's no point in talking about that now. I just want to express my disappointment as your decision. You could have been a great help to Theresa. Her Majesty came to me alone after the last mission. Sounds like her. She said she remembered me when I came from where I came from, in Kasdale. The huge district and the endless run, crime-ridden city of death that stretches out around it. An influx of refugees growing the slums up skyward. How many nobles do you think there are in Kasdale? How many of them are Sarkaz who gave themselves a stupid title in an even stupider war? As many as there are reeds in a garden. That's a good one. They are like reeds. But Her Majesty might remember. I appreciate your kindness. She remembers the last bit of humanity left in the Sarkaz. She is the only one who could. So why are you trying to escape? Put it a little rougher, why don't you, Doctor? Means. The Calzit has done a lot for us, you know that. No offense intended. If you decided to leave, you have no right to stop you. You can go and be free. Travel the world as mercenaries. You don't need me to tell you that. Right. But what about the other Sarkaz? W has her own plans, and it's not like we have the power to make every mercenary follow the rules. That's how mercenaries are. It's a lot harder to keep order with these free spirits than with big standing armies. But some lost Sarkaz warriors could stand to learn from you. That what you seek. Regardless, you've chosen your path, even if it's a dead end. Us mercenaries only know how to dive into war, to hide ourselves in the smoke from its wake of ruin. I hope that works out for you. Thanks. There are barely any Sarkaz still following us. All of them decide to stay, but there's even more who don't get to pick where home is anymore. The camp's gone. The only equipment left is the bottom of bare stuff Babel left us. We're more like campers going mountain climbing than mercenaries at this point. So it's been like that. All the way back to when we first met in that birch grove and decided to carve our own path. Good thing that to give us a few special contracts. At least we'll be able to get by. We're still going to run errands for her. What difference does it make whether we leave Babel or not? We're just a team of mercenaries fighting to make a profit. Take a lucrative contract. You're lying to yourself. Wait, where's our flag? I kept it, and everything else. I'm gonna lie to myself. Might as well be thorough about it. Remember, right, back then, whenever a stand-bearer fell, another would always stand up right away. From the rest to the east, becoming a mercenary, then all the way back here. That whole time, the flag never fell. Up until the 70th, or maybe 80th stand-bearer died, he impaled his own ottoman with the flagpole to keep it up. And we were escorting to the Rhode Island's line ship those enemies, those monsters from Casdell, shredded our lines like paper. When that happened, it was just a kid holding the flag. Then we had the high ground. Arts rained down around us like a mudslide. Before the cows arrived, there was pretty much nothing we could do to fight back. The flags are all in tatters. Yes, but I still got hands. I can hold up the flagpole. I never liked flying a merc flag. Should have been stomped as a mud a long time ago. How many vets from the old days are still alive? You and me. Let's not waste any more time. Hey, Hodier. Did you leave W with Her Majesty on purpose? What do you think about her, Her Majesty? And Calzit, and especially that doctor. Never took you for the gossipy type. Just making small talk. You didn't use your arts once the whole time you were there. That's not like you. I was worried. Maybe I didn't have the guts. Not with the way Dr. Calzit was looking at me. She's an unknown quantity. Right, better not dig too deep. Just knowing who that Calzit is. But I might have accidentally taken a peek at Her Majesty. My arts can't look directly into people's minds. More like I can feel for them by looking over their shadows. Her Majesty is very special. She's tragic, but extremely resilient and gentle. Well, Dr. Calzit is strange. She has the almost mechanical feel to her. But like a machine. How can I put it? Full of humanity. You're talking about Calzit? You can feel it, can you? She sees us all as equals. She didn't call us devils. Maybe just because Her Majesty was there. What about the one they just call the Doctor? Let's put it like this. The soldiers are pawns in the game. The commander is the player. When I saw the Doctor, I was struck with the feeling that I'm always going to be a pawn. That one's not a battlefield commander. The Doctor runs the whole war. That's not why. Do you know what's the biggest difference in between the piece and the player? No. But why are you talking like W now? You were always impatient. Never heard you talking in riddles like this before. A chess player's main focus is never on the pieces or in the game. It's always on the other player. You always want to beat an even match. Kinda? I mean, I play chess back in high school. I played chess a lot. Maybe I could tell you a lot of stories about chess games that I did. Winning first place in several not championships, but tournaments. But anyway, that aside, after I win, the player goes home to a nice hot meal. The pieces got popped back into the box and stashed away. Well, definitely not like that. I mean, everyone gets snacks in high school. So, anyway, the player gets to sleep, wake up, walk, and talk. The pieces just sit there in the cupboard. Interesting way to think about it. Anyway, while all objects, inanimate objects, there is only one person, one thing really alive on the battlefield, and it was that one. If we're still gonna call ourselves people, then, well, the Doctor's something else. Okay, then, I think it's safe to say we agree on that one. But it looks like Her Majesty, Calzit, and whoever else don't really mind. Dr. Calzit always been careful, even though we weren't working together for very long. I got the impression their troops are kind of in the dark about it. I told W, some things are already starting to change. Leaving might be the right call. Wait, you still didn't answer my question. If we're on the same page, why do you leave W there then? Are you worried about her? So what if I am? Answer me already. For insurance. Just in case one day we have to switch sides. Or do you think the Regent, Her Majesty's brother, will open his heart to say, all is forgiven? You keep letting us raid the Latinos. I have to get away from this war. I'm sick of fighting our own people, and we've already suffered enough. I don't get me wrong. W buying us some insurance wasn't the original plan. but her face lit up when I told her she could stay. What an Ingrid. You're taken to our work unexpectedly quickly. And that goes for your two friends as well. Though I didn't expect the doctor's invitation to stay, they still performed their work admirably. Hey! Hey! Hey, foreshadowing artwork. Anyway, so did Thesia say anything? If you seek Her Majesty's praise, you may petition for an audience with her yourself. Assuming that you can avoid Miss Calcit, that is. There goes that idea. That bitch is stuck to Thesia like glue. What a headache. Anyway, where are they now? And yet you still intend to seek her out. I just want to go take a look. Can't get chewed up for doing that, right? Now, who's the bigger headache? Hey, I worked my ass off to dig out 7 spies stuck in with your refugees. 7! And a cast of 2! Do you know how loud that was? Keep it down. Your presence as well as the details of your mission are both confidential. Shh. That was your job. And if I recall correctly, that doctor has to keep at least 1 alive. Yeah, the alive part is trickier than you think. Guy offered himself before I can even murk him. What's a girl supposed to do? And they're on the bridge. Amaya should be there too. You talk like I remember all these names. As if I care. That's your business. Just a moment. What's that in your hand? Oh, this? A little camera that I yanked from one of the spies. Pretty rare, huh? Don't tell me you're going to... What? Is the sarcasm going to pass up an opportunity to get a selfie with Her Majesty? Well, if Marquez apprehends you as a spy, don't expect me to bail you out. Sure. How'd these spies manage to get in here anyway? Don't you think we're going out at our fights kind of weird lately? That's not an area where you should be pointing fingers. If you're dissatisfied, take it up with the doctor. The doctor? Huh? Maybe next time, then. Over there. Sure enough, that's all of them. I'm gonna lie low for a sec. What's with the tiny bunny? The little shit's ears are blocking Thesia. Calzit. She's not coming over here. Did she not see me? Damn it. What's Doctor doing here? Get that one in my picture. It's 100% cursed. Aw, Thesia's laughing. Screw it. I won't get any other opportunity like this. Jeez. W, do you even know what's going on right now? Probably better than you do. I'm the one that's actually down on the battlefield putting in work. Dr. K. It's fine. Dark tells it. There's no need to be angry. What a bitch. All that over a stupid picture. But you might not like the next job so much, Mr. Captive. Ugh. Come on, don't be so nervous. You're brave enough to get so close to the speaker's office. Surely you can come prepared to have your cover blown. And I'm in a pretty bad mood, so you're not gonna have a good time. Trying to off yourself? Don't rush it. We're not ready for that. Not until you ask some questions first. Now, what was it? What happened at the Battle of the Mill last month? What reason do you have to be here? Why are you so close to the capital? What are you after? Who do you answer to? What were you trying to give Thesia? Oh, take your time. No need to knee-jerk me an answer here. What I really want to know is, say, there's an Arium needle hovering by that eye you can't close. If it was to slowly push in at a speed of 3 milliseconds per second, would you be afraid? Hodier's prediction was correct. The war is starting to change. But to be honest, I lost interest in watching the situation in Kesdale unfold. Not like it affects me anyway. I'm just worried about Thesia. Even though seeing that damned woman is about as revolting as seeing my reflections by back of my mirror, maybe I do have to talk to her. She and I are the same kind of person, or she can even be considered a person. That is, the one of the whole bunch of mysteries floating around her. But she's much stronger than me. Maybe she'll be able to protect Thesia? No, she has to. Otherwise... Okay. It's already been almost 2 hours. Shit. Anyway, this is one cycle. Every person walk from one end to the other and repeat the process over and over again. Okay. I know what I said. No one could just watch from the sidelines. There could be no bystanders. And yet, I still want to escape from the war. From Babel, from W, and from Her Majesty. So I ran. What a hypocrite. Do I regret it? Maybe. But even if I stay there, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish anything. Oh, we're Enos. Okay. I gotcha. I drizzle. For most, I was scared of Kazdel. Mercenary camp at the edge of the war zone. A few months after leaving Babel. That's intel. Come on, say something. You're normally pretty get-lib. What's there to talk about? Why are you throwing a question back at me? This deadlock has been dragging on for ages. Do you think the scales would tip overnight? What the hell happened these last 6 months? Aren't things moving away too quickly? We all know something went wrong. As to exactly where, nobody knows. I guess I shouldn't say nobody. Her Majesty and the people around her, they never should have happened to them. That's what we all think. Well, right now. What about us? Will the same thing happen to us? Too soon. This war ended too quickly. Up until last month, we were still working on contract with Bell, then they went quiet. We stopped getting any news. Everyone knew which side we were on, and it's not like we're even ready to leave. But that's really the end of things. We have nowhere to run. Tell the messenger to stop putting contracts and see what intel we can dig up. Maybe we'll have to return to the real battlefield. I honestly figured that day was coming. We all knew deep down, didn't we? If we really wanted to wash our hands with the whole thing, we'd have agreed to work with them in the first place. We could have left on our own, crossed Lake Valenden, and made a killing somewhere else. Enos, stop. It'd been even harder for us to pull out of there. Too easy to get lost in that warmth. We'd get drunk on it. Maybe we should just abandon Babel and take our people away. You still have that same old problem. You're getting sentimental again. I can tell you how long, but it feels like it's been ages since I made a good decision that actually helped us. Maybe we really don't belong on the battlefield anymore. Enough of that. Which one of us is a Sarkaz here? Is there a single other place on Terra, like even a wooden shed over our heads, that can handle a bunch of blood-stained Sarkaz? Don't always blame yourself. We all share the same burden. No, excuse me. Also, looking back, I can say that you made the right decision to take in W. She made a lot of money for us, and offered a lot of people. Hope so. W, is she still alive? I don't think she died so easily. She spent a decent amount of time with Her Majesty as well. Who knows, maybe she learned a thing or two. We need to get a grasp quick of the situation cast down right now. If we can find her again, things might get a little easier. Do we need her to back us up? Fine. What a damn shame. There you are. You sure know how to run. You look dead inside. I heard what you've been up to lately, W. Then you should also know what you're out of the last one. You're right. As you can see, a lot of people died in this battle. All you're doing at this point is running up the score. The way I see things, anyone who isn't dead yet has done a lot more than you ever have. Shut up! Do you need another reminder? Thracia is dead. All of Kazdel. All of Terra will know that Kazdel has a new king. But that was just a discapitation strike. All of your core operators are still alive. Like that commander of yours who never showed up again. That made the right call. His Majesty didn't completely annihilate you because he wants to put a stop to the chaos. Kazdel needs him to have a new path forward. But what about you? Who are you to lecture anyone about right or wrong? Of course you won't say it, but I know what you're thinking. And while you're thinking, you're trying to erase all these faces from your memory. One by one. After all, you're just here to vent. Just a petty little mercenary drowning in her own ruthless revenge. You can't beat anyone. I can definitely beat you. Pretty easily, too. Killing me doesn't prove anything. All you do is run your mouth. Are you trying to read my mind, or just getting some last words out before you die? A bit of both. I won't deny it. Ever since I almost choked on the blood of my friends, I haven't been able to hold a weapon. We've all bled. Splattered and crossed Babel's palace. What have you seen? I have seen so much more. But since you found me, I guess my fate is sealed. I know. Save your breath. To be honest, I just kind of want to kill you. Call it a little relief from the stress of unemployment. I really underestimated you, psycho. Can you really pull that trick without any anger behind it, or are you so far gone that you didn't even feel anything? You're alone now. How many people do you plan to hunt down? Don't you realize? You're not even thinking about Her Majesty Thracia. You're hoping him silence us. And will you shut it already? I thought you wanted to die. If you went back to your little regents, do you really think I could punch my way through Casdale and drag all of you out one by one? But you will. None of you will. One of you people killed her. You knew that you'd been able to return to Casdale again. You never go back to the way things were before. Nobody knew who actually saw what she looked like would have been able to keep cool, except for those real monsters. So you're all ready for one special person. Me, the Executioner. I'm here to finally set you free. And I'm doing it for free, too. How great is that? Self-righteous lunatic. But what you said is true. We seen our hands with her blood. But even then, You never should have called that man His Majesty. Thracia is the only one who gets that title. You might have lived to speak a few more words. That usurper isn't rushing to get fitted for a crown. I mean, he'll be losing his head in a minute here. It'll be such a race. Just wait till Thracia, if you don't surrender, you get another mercs on you. Next time, you'll be the prey. Well, look who it is. I thought you two left Casdale ages ago. Long time no see. Compared to how long this war has been going on, it was a weekend getaway. But I can't believe how you've grown. I spooked you. My hands are shaking. Just a little rusty. I did say that you'd be here alone. Alone here. But we've almost 200 kilometers out from Taba. What do you plan to do with that rickety corpse of yours? Or have you been dragging yourself along like this for months, all alone? It wasn't that hard, but I guess there's a lot of stuff that's a pain in the ass to do by myself. Like, if you're rushing to patch yourself up, you could suddenly find your infection getting a lot worse. It's whatever. As long as I don't die easy. But that tower looks familiar. Where are we? Huh, here. We're on the Western battlefield. The coordinates are... Oh, right. This is where W died. And where you joined us. This place has been blasted into ruins. What, were you feeling nostalgic? Do I like the nostalgic type? My last target just happened to run over here. I know you two came for a reason, just like last time. Let's cut to the chase. The regent has united all of Casdale armed forces. The remaining mercenaries will also be united to form a real standing army, to be sent to all throughout Terra. What a busybody. It's understandable. Unless the big shots in Victoria and Laterino are useless pieces of shit with butter for brains, nobody's just gonna sit back and let Casdale rebuild after reunification. Maybe we could borrow a few of the folks here and stir up some unrest again. Bad idea, even if you're trying to get revenge. Don't forget how many of our people with us now fought side by side with Thracia. Sarcasm mercenaries like us never really had a dog in the fight. Most people don't like thinking. They just need someone to give them orders. So if all the sarcasm listen to the regent, then he's won. Anyways, did it hurt that when you carved your horns to look all sarcasy? Did they bleed? No? Then your little disguise isn't even skin deep. Keep playing the sarcasm and you're gonna get yourself killed. Thanks for this concern. I can hardly contain my pile. That makes me really wonder what she actually is. My bet, just looking at her, I don't know if she's really I mean, obviously she's not the fuck, I'm already messing it up, species, Sarkaz, but my guess, Draco maybe? I don't know, I get that feeling it might be Draco, but could be completely wrong too. I'm just not in the mood to hear you calling yourself a Sarkaz right now. I decided to go down this path, and it's the only I can follow at this point. W. Since Her Majesty Thracia disappeared, Casdale has changed a lot, completely turned on its head. Most Sarkaz don't even have a chance, not to mention it's also a tempting position for many others. So let me guess, because you didn't have time to make it out, you accepted the murderer's proposal. We've been a bunch of icy stiffs if we didn't. Looks like I'm not going to be able to change your mind. I'm not as cool as I used to be. Why don't we let our swords do the talking, for old time's sake? Stop a minute. You might be interested in what we have to say next. We're not going back to Casdale. We're headed to Ursurus. Now that's a surprise! You should have said that earlier. I was this close to killing you. But if you got my attention. Let's talk, Captain Hoodier. Reunion. Just outside Kazdale, there are some infected uprisings. They're paying top dollar for mercs, and the regent is looking to manipulate some of the infected for his own goals. The power of the infected. But most of their forces are still up in the frozen land of Ursus. And the regent's not interested in the palated vacant throne of Kazdale anymore. He's got his eye on someone else. This so-called reunion movement is gathering the oppressed and downtrodden of all races. It's a fine piece to put into play in the next required step. So nobody would get suspicious if he joined this reunion movement and left Kazdale far, far behind. And then what? We'll take things one step at a time, W. You already know what I want, and I also might know what you want. You're right, that does seem like a better move. I am after a real monster here, after all. And the old woman disappeared too. Maybe there really is no reason for me to stay in Kazdale. But I'm not leading you to on the show this time. Among Us, the best phone game? I want to say Among Us is a phone. Is it okay? Is it on mobile? Oh, you're talking about Fuckboy Game Awards. Gotcha. Oh, so you're talking about, okay. You're talking about the Game Awards, and you're talking about how they said Among Us and Among Us. Okay, and I'll try to say it again. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, pretty much the casual elites is what I like to say. The casual want-to-be elites. I'm not gonna go into it much, but yeah, I'm not too surprised. The only thing that is legit is player's choice. Honestly. If it'd be lucky to have anything else be that would win. Or even be chosen, like, let's say, Arknights. Anyway, but I'm not going to want to show this time. There's something I want to do. Choices I want to make for myself. That's cool with you? The agent was told someone to master the mercenary army. If it's just between our little group here, that's fine. We will help you. Okay, so at first I thought maybe W was like always switches sides, but I guess she really liked Thurcia and was pretty much one of her gals, pretty much one of her pals in a sense. So she's trying to get revenge, and then this is how she joins Reunion, and then eventually just switches sides. But I feel like the Doctor. Okay. So I'm starting to see how things are playing out right now. Don't worry, I've always been good at copying with my boss. Coping with my boss. Okay. Alright then. Welcome back, W. Gain away from Kazdale, huh? W has changed a lot. She could have her own ideas now. I pushed Eanes down this path too, but she's stronger than I expected. As for me, occasionally if you climb up somewhere high and look down, you can see the plumes of smoke rising from Kazdale. Maybe I'm the one who wants to escape from this place the most. I'm guessing that's Eanes that's usually talking throughout that. Huh. Okay. What in the hell? Oh. I am just gonna blow back this top, bro. Maybe. Three dudes. Yeah. What are they doing? What are you doing? There we go. Take you out. Take you out. Okay, let's fast forward this here. Okay, you can do something, game. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, yeah? Yeah, just have fun there. Nice. Okay. I'm surprised they're doing this well. Then again, I'm gonna beat myself over the head when it comes to like the EX stages and stuff. What happened to Babel? Any sarcasm in contact with Her Majesty Thracia at the time would have asked this question. Debbie definitely saw the truth, but she said nothing during the long journey. And I didn't ask, and neither did Enos, but I think she's closer to the truth than I am. I'm guessing not really Enos. Maybe at times it seems like it's Enos that's talking, but it might actually be Herdier. Fuck, I'm already mispronouncing and forgetting his name. Before I knew it, I found myself trailing behind everyone else. Hodier, there we go. I forgot the ho to it. Hodier, of course. Yes, it'll be fun. I'll keep counter with the other teams. By your command. Phew. Guys, it looks like we'll all be stationed here for a while. What happened? The scouts spotted catastrophe brewing. With no catastrophe messengers nearby, we should stay as far away as possible, just in case. We can't risk it, no matter what. A catastrophe, huh? It's rare to see one raging in the wilderness, but we have plenty of experience dealing with Uranium and Kazel, so no need to panic. Where's W? She's with her team. Need her for something? No, I'm not sure. She's changed a lot. Do you think her personality would change that much just because Thracia's gone? She's too calm. It's unlike her. But when we found her on the battlefield earlier, she still had that cynical, sarcastic expression. If anything, she's only gotten worse. That's odd. I never thought you'd be perceptive enough to pick up on these subtle warning signs. Say the jabs. If W is being quiet, and the warning sign is far from subtle. W. She. Look, the clouds are conveying on the other side of the mountain, and the air pressure has changed drastically. Is that a catastrophe cloud? It would not be safe to station here given the size of that thing. Notify all Lloyd forces to retreat 50 kilometers along our original route. Find W and make it quick. Quick. I don't take orders from you. You know, the feeling W gives off now is just like that thing. Huh. What? W, what are you doing? The wind is so strong here. I'm enjoying the catastrophe. What else? Are you insane? What do you say? I can't hear you. Forget you always, lunatic. Don't get the sarcasm your team killed with you. I already told them to evacuate with Hodier. I'm not stupid. W, I'm telling you, be careful, damn it. You're the one who should stay back. I'm not going to make it if you fall down there. And you think you will? If you don't want to die, get your ass back here. What the hell are you two doing? Ask her. She's insists on clinging to me. Fortunately, we didn't lose anyone from W's team. Otherwise, we get court-martialed long before we get to join Reunion. Let's all head back and rest first, then wait for the news. What's wrong with fighting during a catastrophe? Are you afraid of the storm, or of empathy? I'd just rather not die an early death. Let's get our souls ready. It would be a real special experience. Eanes. What? I'm not upset. It's not like we're a couple of orny kids you have to break apart. I can say that W did a good job taking care of her team. Right to hear you say that. Say what? I have no idea if she's being a lunatic or if she's... God damn it! She's no damn storm cloud. She is the catastrophe. Swear. Jeez. Okay. You're in a good mood. Of course, there's some news, but you don't get to hear it until you are out of this trash heap of the country. That can't be why you sit around a visiting point right under a catastrophe, right? Are you trying to get me killed? Hey, don't put it that way. Do you know what the biggest perk of being a lunatic is? I'm not sure I want to know, but I've got a pretty good idea just from following you, boss. That's right. It's this. The crazier shit you do, the less others question you. The Rhode Islands already left Kesdale, right? To be specific, we don't have any reports of landship that's getting taken in by Theseus. Good enough. So we do have lead after all. We have more and more fresh faces on the team, but I feel better knowing that I left Kasdale. Among those traveling with me are our best friends and enemies, and it's always been Violet. Like the mercenaries don't care too much about the past because of our kind life and death are easy come, easy go. Maybe because the war ended too quickly? We definitely... words. Okay. Maybe because the war ended too quickly, we immediately plunged first into the next battle without ever tasting a moment of peace. This kind of hope could just be another poison. Since the beginning, we've always needed war and conflict to ease this balance. W is the best example of this. She's lost because she's long become drunk on it. Ah. Welcome. Warriors from afar. War has never been something that can be avoided. It's always known that, of course, but at the moment I truly realized it. War has permanently every corner of the world, and it always has, ever since the first sentient thing was born. And we have become mirrored in it again. Sentient? Or sentient? Sentient? Huh. Okay. I'm gonna get some water to drink, so I'll be back real quick. Also, I don't know what my dog are doing, so anyway. I'll be back real quick. Okay. I'm back. I don't know if you're still on stream or not, but welcome to the stream, Toria. Okay. Actually, I do want to go back in there. I do want to do that. There's so much that I need to do. Holy shit! But I'm gonna see back into. Okay. Anything to note? That what? I guess Yosar did something with Qian. Executioner? Oh! Wait. I don't know. I have to look into it more what people are talking about. I think it's something to do with Qian. Something they changed that Qian that something they cucked Ian slash JP about with Qian that Qian didn't get destroyed. So I don't know. I'll have to look into it more and see what happens. But something about Qian. Anyway, sorry, I don't know if I should pull more on the Phantom Banner because W. Yes. W is around the corner. Speculation talk, I think it's 25th. There's a lot of signs that point to the 25th, but we will see. Could be 1 week after the 24th/25th. We will see. It's just a lot of signs are pointing to it. Phantom Banner is ending on the 24th. We're having the live stream on the 24th. So I'm expecting W on the 25th. Anyway. Let's continue on with the story and the events. I don't know if we're... What time is it? I do want to try to get done, but Jesus. Anyway, we'll see. Okay. We'll see how the map goes. So far, we've gone this far. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Something's happened with Qian that Qian didn't happen for. She got cucked. So do it. You put her down, watch her bullet time, then use her S2. I don't know. Something. I don't know. I don't know the whole gist of it, and maybe it's nothing. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway. Pretty much, Phantom is not needed. Like, I know if you're going for, like, really high risk 28 plus for CC2, I know Phantom's used, max limit broke, crazy shit like that. But, honestly, aside from that, really, I would say just wait until you get Phantom, Cutter, and Shamin after, like, off banner. I don't think I think all three in their own right are good. I think Cutter's actually really a decent / good 4-star. Honestly, in her own right, she could do not damage. I think it's just one of those things that You don't necessarily have to pull for this banner in particular. You can save for W, which if you want a guaranteed W, you're going to have to do 300 pulls, which pretty much equals about to $500 if I did the math correctly. Because I think without the bonus, if they don't reset it, and not considering bonus, you pretty much get about 60 pulls per $100. So that means you have to pay $500 to get enough pulls. No. It's 300 pulls, actually. Right? Yeah. So it'd be $500. Yeah. Which, even by that point, you should have gotten a lot of 6 stars anyway. Because it takes about 100 summons to guarantee 6 star. Like, even before you get to the 70th summon, you should at least gotten 1 6 star. Generally speaking, you should, by the 70th summon, to get a 6 star. Just because of how the percentages works. Because after you get to 50, it increases by 10% each 10 pull after 50 pulls. So it drastically increases the rate. So, but technically by 60, you should have gotten a 6 star. So every 60, every $100, you should at least have a 6 star, generally. Granted, it goes from like a 2% to like a 12%, then 22, etc., etc. But you get the point. It drastically increases, and you're more likely to get a 6 star eventually. So, taking into consideration, I would suggest saving 300 pulls if you can, as a free-to-play. I know this event gives you some single pulls, and I know there's the daily login. And maybe, I don't think there's any more pulls, but I know there's the 10 free summon that they give. You have the monthly using certificates. So there's a lot of things you have to take into consideration to help you out, but it's just something to note that you want to probably go for. Anyway, I've seen you somewhere before, comrade. We met on the battlefield before. Hey, you shouldn't have come to Shinnabog. Everything here has the intel on Ryans. You're all going to die here. But no matter how good you are, you shouldn't have been able to get through W's defensive line. Not unless, by the looks of things, she ended up making the choice after all. In fact, we all expected it. That's the reason we're staring changing wards on the battle. Some of you fought with us side by side. Tharcia was an exceptional leader. She changed the way many people see this patch of dirt. But it was an idealized viewpoint. You don't need to argue with me. I know better than you the cruelty that Kazdar was forced, nor do I want to deny her. But for such a tremendous effort, I just want to see some semblance of results. Only by the Arknights' hands can a new future come to Kazdal. That's not enough goodwill to go around for everyone. We could have tried to work together, at least so that we don't have to die together. A naive notion. How are we supposed to set aside our years of discontent as sarcasm? How are we to fight a long history of wrongs? Ursus and the unaffected, Union and the infected, Kazdil and the sarcasm. It's all the same. I've become more convinced of it during the time I spent working with Union. His Royal Highness, the Regent, can open a new home for us. I have chosen to chase this opportunity. Just as in the past, you still naively cling to Tharissa. That's enough. Silence. Since W decided to let you through, you must have also paid the price. What did you give up? An underling who died to buy you time, or maybe your own soul? Tell me the name you go by now. Don't mercenaries also use codenames, Garson? Scout. I'm trying to remember. Scouts. I know there's a scout in the game, but I think it's just a random person, but you're right. Stop resisting. 12 other members of your team have been annihilated. Lifa, Mimi, and Turbotak died after being surrounded by Union casters. One died on her feet. Mary, Markron, Slink, and Scorpion held a section that W broke with her own team. Millie, Tipsy, and Mudflower, okay, interesting, took one of our teams down with them. One of them fought her way out of the trap, but Hodier's swordsman got her head. Unexpectedly, Tyr died downstairs over there not too long ago. Apparently tried to save civilians who didn't have time to evacuate. Slana's still breathing, we took her in, but she was probably looking for some way to kill herself. What? Nothing to say? Stop hiding. I know you can hear me. I can see your shadow, and I can tell from your ragged breathing that you're badly wounded. Why do you know their names? Scouts. Oh, okay. So, gotcha. So, are we at the point of, like, before or after bringing back the Doctor? My guess is after the fact. This is how we know Scout dies? Quote unquote, that we think Scout dies? I know with Operation Intelligence, I think some people are saying like he might be alive still. Anyway, W told me specifically for the occasion. You guys keep some kind of dog tags on you. At least you have to know who you killed. This isn't Cosdale anymore. It'd be bad if you killed the wrong person. Those aren't dog tags. And the operators we lost weren't all soldiers. I thought W would finish me herself. Would you believe me if she told you that she doesn't have the heart to do that? You killed the leader that the regiment sent. She's the only one who wants to take over, so she has her hands full. Like the agreement you had with W. As soon as you complete your mission, we'll knock you with all of our strength, in hindsight. During the firefight, you even took the time to rescue someone. But that's not any of our business. I'm guessing that one person that eventually, Patriot saved in Operation Intelligence? Is that what she's talking about? Patriot yep. Okay. So this is during the timeline back look through of the one storyline with Helliger and W and Patriot and Flamebringer. There we go. All the four. Okay. So this is before the Doctor rakes again. Anyway, Patriot is over there, so there's no need to bother with that. Good. Y'all changed. W was not the kind of person to go out of her way to remember the names of the dead. Yeah, she did change. So that she only became more of a lunatic. Your experience on the battlefield is pure, like Faust's arts. Who's to say that this wasn't just a ruse to trip you up? What if she only wrote down their names so I could toy with you with my arts? That sounds like her. She would never miss an opportunity to have some fun. Same with you. Didn't you also agree to this crazy deal that only W would come up with? Trading my life for an opportunity, then letting those who should take that opportunity follow through? There's something crazy about that. Just like those who sacrificed their lives. They died for my own deals. Wards. Shit, man. Without them, I cannot succeed. It all seems like everyone's changed with the passing of time. You too. You never would have given your enemy time to breathe, like you're doing now. Oh dear. I'm still... I know it's not ho dear, but there it is. I'm gonna keep doing it, and he's gonna be my ho dear. Okay. Anyway, ho dear should have warned you. What? Why are you still resisting? He's gone. But don't you think you get away so easily? This way. No doubt, this is the way. He's fast. Tricky bastard. If he wasn't injured, I might not even be able to keep up. Wait, he's heading towards the middle of the city. That's where... Damn it! What are you after? So close to the core city. Why can't you just get out of Chernobog? You really don't act like a sarcasm at times, Zenas. I never was one. You should keep pretending that you are. You are a Sarkaz mercenary, and this is the battlefield. You can't even run anymore. You lost too much blood. Your head is spinning, and your limbs are going numb. Your shadow's the only thing you're still burning. You shouldn't even be able to stand. I'm well aware of my own injuries. Besides, this place is crawling with reunion. But for a lot of you, Hodier, and also W, I have a suggestion. For Her Majesty's sake, use those eyes of yours to seek the truth, and don't die in vain before that. We, Sarkaz, should not allow others to continue to use us. Are you talking about my arts? When am I supposed to be seen? What's this? Who is this? Why? Sarkaz? Impossible. She saw me? That's my chance. Long time no see. You, so you're alive. I've been following you this whole time. I figured Inez alone wouldn't be enough to handle an elite like you. The price to pay for this information is your life. And though you never planned to show any mercy, I did hope that you would. By now, we can't give you any more chances. You're too close to the core city. W doesn't want anyone poking around over there. Sounds like she's the captain now. You, always... I'm sorry. Sleep now, old friend. You should not stay here. I know, old friend. I know that all along. Oh dear! You hesitate back there. Why? Hurry! We need to let W know immediately. She's coming! Huh. Huh. Okay. Okay. That's... Okay, this is a good spot for, Surzaran. Like, holy shit. I think I'll do it here. You can relax, mate. Do I want to put you here? I think I will. Nope. Okay. Keep up the DP. Oh hey, how you doing? Put you there. You ain't getting through this, guys. Now this is where things are gonna be tested. Anyway, just the fact of what's happened to Story. So, confirmed, poor 8 Scout is dead. He ain't living. Fast forward, come on. Nope. Nope. See ya, mate. Slow everything down. No. Surprisingly doing pretty well. Okay. Makes me even more curious on Tallulah arts. Oh, Tallulah change. Okay. The first time I met her, the feeling she gave me was that, of Her Majesty. Darcy. Her Majesty? But okay, never mind. I keep thinking of Her Majesty as thinking like, okay, never mind. She's talking about Her Majesty, not Tallulah's. Okay, my brain was just, I'm kind of tired still, honestly. I woke up at like 5:30, okay. Anyway, but Her Majesty has always been tragic, burned, and she knew more about the secrets of this land. Tallulah is different. She is wrathful, but just calm enough. Still, a zealous anger burns within her. Though they were different in many small ways, they had the same kind of strength. Or maybe people like them are similar in many ways regardless of their strength. This anger gave rise to reunion, which attracted countless followers, but soon she changed. Our daily work has turned to ends, sentiment, provocation, destruction. This is no longer a revolution for the masses of the infected, but rather the same kind of over-engineered spiritual war that we have seen in Kazdale time and time again. She hasn't caught up yet. If we really run into her head on, there's going to be trouble. You shouldn't be using your arts until Tallulah. This isn't the first time either. But always be careful what we see. Something must have happened to Tallulah. We have to tell W. Got a lot of heavy suspicions of us thanks to W's little plans. Do you want to make things even worse? What exactly did you see? The old Tallulah was just a rebel. She freed the affected and gave them an opportunity to fight back. But now there's no effort made to curb their base desires. There's only mindless destruction and killing. That doesn't prove anything. That's how the other races have always been treated, the infected. They're not like the Sarkaz. You don't understand. The behavior by itself isn't a big deal, but I'm talking about the consequences. Tallulah, she's sabotaging reunion on purpose. Why? Don't you think the situation feels familiar? She's an excellent leader who can rally ordinary infected into battle and win, but she's the only one who could dismantle the very tower she built, piece by piece, totally undetected. I could even say Tallulah herself is just a slightly fancier brick, something that could be crushed at any time. You saying that it's just like 3 years ago. But he might have always been like that. He did it all without hesitation. He was just good at hiding it. Tallulah isn't like that. Her change was too sudden. Her shadow, it's that there are two shadows, but I see no traces of arts. It's more like a set of ruins, ancient and imposing, still full of lingering power. The nature of your arts is very strange. But your feelings are too vague this time. I can't base my decisions on vague feelings. But W needs to know. Cry it, we've already been noticed. Anything we can do against something else, you understand this? Yes? Do you think we can survive a second Babel incident? I'm not sure. I know W can't. Go find her. Garcian is dead, so she could be a new leader. Wait. If Tallulah really has her eyes on us already, if you do this, it can't wait any longer. Don't boss me around, we're still the same rank. I say that, but this is the first time I disobeyed your orders. You should always overthink things, Hodier. W should be right ahead, and once I cross this alley, isn't that base camp? What is she doing? Anyway, I need to hurry up. How are you? Infected? What do you want with me? Watch your tone, devil. First, a few mercenaries are defected, then enemies started showing up in the city. Your bunch has made too many mistakes. Do you really think our leader hasn't noticed? Out of my way. I don't have time to listen to your writing. You have to answer to Tallulah. I know. After I report to W, I will then report to Tallulah. There's no need for that. There's not the kind of answer we need. What? Are you serious? We got attacked, and the fighting spread over here. Eames, one of the mercenary team's leaders, is dead. You're not going to identify the body? The fighting was pretty noisy. It's drawing a lot of attention below the whole street now. Got it. Wait a second. Rainian also needs people who feel like her until the very end. I understand. Take care of my family. They're still back in town. Of course, I promise. Mistake his corpse look a bit more. Yeah, just like that. Well, W will know soon. Let's go. Letting Hordier follow turned out to be the right call. Turns out that he decorated the streets of Chernobog with birch trees. Just looks like the old place with all the shadows weaving together. Okay, so this is the instant 100% locks at coal farming. Time to destroy this map whenever I play it again. Any fate is to gamble. Wow, this event is actually kind of short and easy to deal with, I guess. Okay, so this doesn't really seem too difficult of a map, honestly. I don't know what this stage drops, but I probably will farm Luxicals. We'll see. Months ago, after contracting reunion, 10 p.m. Ursus, unnamed desert outskirts. You met all the reunion leaders. What do you think? Are you asking me or her? If you ask me, I'd say nothing out of the ordinary. The stuff they do is pretty par for the course of the people like that. A strange much. There's a chariot who seems to be purposely pushed into the position to the point of becoming cruel. And then there's a warrior whose toughness is beyond imagination. There are some incredible people, then there's some 2-bit villains. All I can say is we've seen all these kinds of people after fighting wars all these years. But there's someone who caught my eye. Oh, you must be talking about that one, the one who was raiding at the side with... who was raiding at the side with the other little rabbit. Their squad seemed a different level compared to those that are getting affected. This kind of signals can be said to truly bear the mark of war. Oh! Is she talking about, Murdoch? Mudrock? Sarkaz, yeah, but you don't see Sarkaz every day. He claims he... unless he doesn't know the actual true identity. Yeah, but I don't see guys like that every day. He claims to be with Ursus and he broke off contact with Kazdel long ago. How pitiful. He never needed to live such an exhausting life. Maybe we should all go meet him. The impression I got from him was that he was become much more than a warrior. And you don't love thinking about things. Instead of philosophizing, why not have a chat with someone like that? You might learn a lot from him. You're talking about... Pardon, I would like to speak with you alone. Speak of the devil, what's up? To who do I owe the pleasure? Oh, that's right. Okay, I do remember that now. I forgot that he was Sarkaz, technically. Even though he's from Ursus. Patriot. My name does not matter for the time being. Because he's with... Okay. My brain was thinking like Murdoch. But that makes more sense now. Rest assured, right now, I am not here on the behalf of the leader. I just want to hear about my countrymen, about my homeland, what has become of them. I know that in Kazdel many things happened. Some things I've heard, but details no. You're just Ursurin. These two identities do not conflict. The bloodline has not changed, dark and deeply rooted. But yeah. I care not for it, but run from it, I cannot. So even if I told you, what do you plan to do? These things happened a long time ago for me. Nothing, there is nothing I can do. But it has been so long since I saw Thursia. Oh, from your reactions I see. She is with you. Her mock is here. After all, you are Sarkaz. Muddied, blood-soaked. She is a hero, at least. So respected. A great warrior. A worthy ruler. My flesh. Loyal to Ursus. From my people I accept myself, but I am still Sarkaz. I want to know. What happened to her, Kazdel? I just want to know. En route to Chernobog. 5:22 a.m. Blah 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 blah. Chernobog, Sarkaz mercenary garrison. Need something? We hope that your mercenaries can give us an explanation. First, your team defected. The people who went after them reported back that you weren't even trying. A few hours ago, Sony's managed to infiltrate Chernobog again to your negligence. Combined with the fact that they were first to capture Chernobog, someone tipped us that you let Okay, I get it. The client's dissatisfied with our performance. Can you say that with fewer words? We are simply in a cooperative, sorry, my words, relationship, and I'm the leader now. If I get on this table and start groveling, the fuck words. Anyway, groveling, will Tella be happy? Or did having Papa Patriot... Oh, okay, W, okay. I like you way more now. I think we all can share a common thing for Patriot. You hit the data. Along with Silver Ash, too. Papa Patriot around gave you the illusion that Reunion is actually good at fighting a war. Make no mistake about who the people actually capable of bringing you victory are. If you've figured it out, hurry up and crawl back to the Dragon Girl. I'll tell her what she wants to know soon enough, so don't rush me. There's one other thing. Just know, stragglers from an enemy party were detected inside the city. That mercenaries, Enos, died after exchanging fire with them. Union also participated in this battle. The enemies are very strong and we all suffered losses. This is all due to your negligence. There's no need to get pushy with me. Seems like something happened to the east of here not long ago. Precisely. So, where's the body? Unfortunately, I have bad news. I'm talking about the enemy's corpses. Enemies wouldn't use such flashy destructive arts. Our casters were also involved in the battle. The entire street was destroyed. Don't you think you're being a bit too blatant here? I don't know what you're talking about. So, from your side points of view, how should this situation be handled? Our main force is to focus on the battle to take place in Nugman. We have no time to waste here. The leader won't investigate your responsibility in this just yet, so you should handle it yourself. You have a pretty thick Ursus accent. What of it? You guys didn't really think that it'd take some random excuse, did you? W, stop. Let that run away and calm down first. Sorry, got a bit carried away here. You can breathe a sigh of relief first and be grateful that you get to live. What's the meaning of this? Don't get me wrong. The death of one Sarkaz won't affect the outcome of the next battle, and neither will the death of the entire Iranian movement. If you don't believe me, you're welcome to try me. I'll make sure our leader hears about your true attire. There won't be a next time. You heard him. Since you let the Rhode Island squad escape, Union has never allowed us to act alone. If you could put half this much effort into actual battles, they wouldn't be getting their asses handed to them so badly. Yeah, honestly, I feel like, aside from Tallulah, I think just lore-wise, they're not really that strong. Somewhat. Some of them are not that strong, some of them are. Anyway, despite that, you're still letting the traitorous Blade Master get away. I didn't really let him go. I just didn't want those lunatics, those idiotic, what am I saying, lunatics? Lunatics could work too, but idiotic infected to kill Sarkaz I brought here. Though old you would have slaughtered Flamebringer on the spot to get Reunion's attention of you. So yeah, this is pretty much at this point after Operation Intelligence. Thank you. Regardless of what you wanted. Was I the only one who couldn't remember his code name? How embarrassing. So, is Inez really? Now's not the time. I'll have someone identify her. Let's talk business first. 3 things. First, Inez wanted to warn you that something's wrong with Tallulah. She must have seen something more specific, but I'm not clear on that. All she told me was Tallulah apparently had 2 shadows from her reaction. This isn't some common product of arts interference. That damn coward. Why wouldn't she ever be straightforward? Second, the old man has left. We see it in order to go fetch something. Tallulah didn't even make any efforts to hide it. Finally, the messenger has already set off for Victoria. Shortly, the Regent will know everything that has happened here. Thyrsis knows many things, and he just has many monsters around him. If he is allowed to intervene, this will no longer be a simple question between Union and Ursus. W, are you listening to me? Too noisy. Since it's all good news anyway, let me have some peace and quiet. You had your hands on your hilt on your blade ever since you walked through the door. You were like that when you first met. Because you're ready to cut me down at any moment. By the way, you staying calm there just like Patriot. What do you really think about this? That's not important. And none of us are. We all know this. And bad habits die hard. Ines, I have the right to hear what she said, right? In order to respect her sacrifice? You two are both similar, never considering the consequences of things you do. The Regent will not sit idly and watch them lose control. If you can't give him a suitable answer, Lodium's summons will destroy everything you painstakingly put together. Ironically, I still don't know what you're trying to accomplish, even now. Who knows? Just don't think you can handle everything alone. W. You'll come to regret it sooner or later, just like me. The reason you have the right to ask questions is because you avoided the center of the whirlpool. Really, who's left on the Rhode Islands now? Why are you asking that? I have seen your intentions with the messenger. You've been investigating Rhodes Island's trail. The drug company. I assumed that they only got up in the war, but turns out the truth isn't so simple. Especially Scout. According to your plan, you were in charge of all the fronts during the battle to hold Chernobog. Yeah, and you guys did a great job. Stretching. Okay. But someone still found him, the ghost of a bell. You chose to find him yourself, then you let him go. In that past, I would have seen this as a sign of untrustworthiness. But by the looks of things, you didn't plan to keep that secret for long anyway. But the point is they're hiding that. If you ever find a battle, you're bound to know when some people who have a bit of a reputation. After all, these people have been fighting tooth and nail to hang on. There's no getting around it. What's your plan now? We shouldn't have had to fight against them in the first place. If that Kelza is still in charge of Orions, this might be a chance. No. What do you think my Egyptus is? I see. You said you'd help me do this one thing. Regret on it. This honest mercenaries are worth just as much as the mercenaries. Don't mind making some extra arrangements. This can no longer help you, and soon I have to leave too. Oh, I haven't heard about this before. Where to? I'll head back to Victoria with the messenger. I'll be about 3 or 4 months trip. We'll leave tomorrow morning before sunrise. Are you that much of a hurry to unite with Inez and death? With your reputation, you plan to head back to Millennium, carrying all that sin on your shoulders? You're probably better off fleeing back to Cusdale. You killed Garshin and reorganized the mercenaries. Someone has to report this to Regent. If nobody goes to report this, he'll treat us like his own children and cast us straight into the next war zone, battlefield within his range. But then at that time comes, there really will be no place to run. Taking this risk to cover for me? Why would you do that? Her Majesty, Thurcia, she remembered my name and my family. Her Majesty is no longer here. There's a part of her left in this place, this piece of shit. No good scrod. How come I've never seen it? No matter how persevere this circus personality methods may be, judging from the results, they're still fighting for the lofty, unrealistic idea. Do you even know what you're talking about? We've known each other for a long time, W. That's all. Out of compassion, let me also give you a reminder. This is your best opportunity to escape Cusdale. Nifamir, past Nugman, and Ursurus, to distant lands beyond. I'm really to keep one eye closed. But if you go back, know that you will die. Just earlier, you said you wanted me to help you do your thing. If your idea of helping me is just committing suicide, then I suggest you hang on to your life instead. When it's my turn to collect, I'll like some of my debtors to be still alive. I wouldn't necessarily be going there to die. Depending on the Regent's mood, there are many possible outcomes. The Union has been manipulated to something far beyond what you can imagine. The Regent may well change his mind. In any case, I no longer have the luxury of running away. I've left Kaz down and about to leave here. What's the worst that could happen? Patriot has already taught me enough. You've influenced by him a lot, just from your short time here. Just like you were with Thurcia. It's all the same, isn't it? Thurcia sits on his throne. Thurcia and the Thurcias is going to be so annoying just to say differences. Even if I'm able to grovel my way up there with my head passed against the ground, I must reach where he is and figure out what he's thinking. Otherwise, if we continue acting recklessly as we are now, we will truly be committing suicide. You know, you could also just submit to him. I've thought about that before, just so you know. Garshin was always suspicious of you. He even gave me the order to kill you once. Oh, sounds like things could have been a lot more entertaining if you had listened to him. Sorry, but I'm not the same kind of stuff you're into. Now, let's decide. I won't deny that I'm curious about what this is up to. I think I have no choice, though. That's right. Even if you reject my proposal, I don't plan to let you keep running the show. I'm not going to say that this is for my own good. I think that's what they meant to say. For my own good, right? Of course not. What kind of sarcasm goes around taking care of others? How disappointing. You're just gonna go back to your old ways. I thought you were going to keep failing. So, do we already have a plan? Why don't you go ask Gaines? That's a really unfunny joke. Then before I leave, let me tell you another joke. Ains once told me that you looked more and more like a lunatic, but you actually got less and less decisive. Who? Me? Do you really believe that? Have I been using fewer bombs recently? Maybe. No matter how good you might be hiding it, we worked together for far too many years. Who's to say? Maybe we trusted you this whole time. So which line was the joke? Oh, it's you. Sarcasm mercenary. Hodier, huh? How do you are leaving? What business do you have with us? Before I leave, there's something I'd like to confirm. Do any of you personally see Ains fall in battle? No. As soon as we see the support request, the battle is over. The sheet had been torn apart, the only crystals left behind the catastrophe caused a violent chain reaction. We got the situation under control with fairly minimal... What are you doing? Ursian, you're pretty calm for someone who just saw a companion fall in front of your eyes. You give off the sense of a conspiracy and war. A sense that is all too familiar. If anyone was still here, that's definitely what she'd say. So what's this about? It's all to come for people to vent their anger on the effect of a fallen comrade. I definitely would have seen a little smarter than W. A little smarter, huh? Yeah, looking back, I've been a bit overprotective of her. Always have been. But not because I was afraid she'd get in trouble, you see. I was more afraid that I have nobody to kill. After all, I'm also a Sarkaz. The real deal. You! Well, Ines doesn't seem like she's dead. But I don't know what's gonna happen to Ho dear here. Mr. Ho. Oh, goodness. I do not like this at all, by the way. Okay. I know I'm gonna do less damage, but I gotta. Oh, come on! Put you down. Oh! Gosh dang it. Let me take you out. Slow down. I definitely need a better game plan here. I'm trying to think, because I probably could... This is a good plan. Just over here, I need something better. Okay, let me put you here. There we go. I have seen your report. Your achievements with Reunion are, to say the least, not worthy of commendation. However, that being said, you have indeed procured some unexpectedly useful information. No, there is no need for thanks, at least not this time. You are all impressive warriors, and until your death, you are entitled to the rewards you earned by virtue of the blood, sweat, and tears you have shed. His Majesty, the Regent, knows well the acts and deeds of all Sarkaz, even those all as insignificant as yourself. The infected are not the only thing this temple gradually depreciating. Do you understand? I do. If I'm correct in my predictions, Rhode Island has already welcomed the return of certain palpable individual. And you should have made contact. The Regent is even faster than W? All the way from London? Mercenaries know loyalty only to their own interests, but that nevertheless makes a fine starting point. When the dust settles and you stand once again before the throne of His Majesty, this is where you receive your reward. And what about the other warriors? The young infected has her own paths. Were you unaware? But His Majesty will not participate in such nonsense. We have mutually decided that Victoria will stand by and watch Reunion's next move. We lack effective measures to retake control of that unit from W. Furthermore, it is important that we, in the name of our supporters, continue to whip up the infected in all corners of the world. We're still going to save Union? Save. Definitely save. No, use the Union. Damn it. Gosh dang, I really need to get to bed here soon. I was sure His Majesty would have given up. Oh my no, young mercenary. Things are yet far from chaotic enough. Even if the Union has stayed from its leadership, it remains a source of chaos. What's more, should your words just now be taken as question of His High Majesty's intentions? No, absolutely not. Very well. Raise your head. Oh yes. For the time being, you need not to return to Kazdale. Journey back is too long, and matters have been progressing rapidly there. You're to stay here, for now. Enjoy this small respite however you can. Thank you very much. Now then, His Majesty awaits me. You are dismissed. Remember, see to your own business first, Hodier. Of course. Hodier, yes? I look forward to seeing what else you uncover. Looks like it's house arrest for both of us. It's not like I never thought about it, and hey, it's better than I was expecting. But we were a little too naive. What part was naive? The part where you thought you'd die, or the part where you thought the Regent didn't know? Both! He's been you pulling the strings from the start. Not that I'm surprised, he's Thesis. We've all heard the stories about him and Thursia, the invincible forces of nature. Gods? We'll see. But I guess in the course of the war, I forgot those stories. Weren't just stories. So, how do we warn W? What's going on with Union? We wasted so much time on the road, she might have already split with Terlilla. The other possibility is the show ends in Lugman. Oh, I mean, he's... Spoilers! not completely incorrect. Wouldn't that be a bit too quick? Man, doubt. Doubt. It fits with the way W works. If Tallulah is going to destroy the infected, W destroy Tallulah first. Sarkez style, with extreme prejudice. She's pretty upset over the death of a certain merc, after all. She knows the score. She's out of the room to hesitate any longer. Now she needs to get into the right headspace to make a move. That means we're left raiding. It sounds like certain other mercenary isn't dead, so who knows? Maybe she's dead, maybe she isn't. It just didn't seem like, I don't know. And the way that they ended with her didn't seem like she was dead, but maybe she was dying. I don't know. Anyway, we got ways to fool the Regent's eyes. It'd be crazy risky play, but just got my own squad I can keep on standby. Victoria's all over the place right now. They probably wouldn't catch the code. Yeah, it would have been, I would have to pass by some real tricky spots controlled by the Regent and onto Kazdel. Kazdel? The battlefield ruins there haven't been touched in a long time. But we eked out living there for a good long time. There is a communication station in an old bunker buried under these ruins. The town made it look like it was destroyed, but everything down there still works. Hold on! That was a long time ago. How long have you been preparing this? All done way back at the very beginning. Cost me a pretty penny too. Oh man, if they saw the look on your face right now, boy would they be surprised. For a while now, every time you come back from a battle, you're always deep in thought, just like a kid who did something bad. I figured you just lost your right to fight. Nah, it was the opposite, actually. I finally realized what I had to do. How? Because I had no choice. It's kind of liberating, in a way. W's must have said something to you before you left Chernobyl. Does that sound like her? Laying all the cards on the table? No, she'd be a lot less of a pain if she did, though. You're right, though. She came looking for me before I left the core city. She knew what we were going to do. Can you put a price on the life of a merc? Sure, always have. Why even ask? You knew the answer. But who set the price? The war itself. Sure, you got your battlefield honors, your Victorians, and the glory you pull out from a hand-to-hand fight, or the things that raise your profile, let everybody know what a useful tool you are. So, boring. But that's all in the past. At least for us it is. What do you mean? Even Sarkez mercs should have a nice, clean price tag. But we don't need anybody to slap it on. No oversight. They write their own price in the blood of the enemies of Sarkez. Are you saying we should get everyone to leave Kazdel? You look surprised, but like they could choose for themselves. Does this sound weird? Not weird, right? Just give it some thought. Think about what you could be doing in Kazdel. You're talking about doing that right in front of Thyrsis in broad daylight. You make it sound so bad, as if you don't have your own plans. Chill, you are my boss, Hodier. You better do it, or we'll have trouble. That's a pretty good joke. The old hands at the Scar Market would laugh themselves into a coma. Certainly wouldn't make the committee happy. That'd be a lot of money and a lot of wasted brain power. Not to mention all the people they killed. Sure enough, the old hands there too. Some of them are almost friends of ours. So what are we gonna do? Now, it's up to you. Well, I can't leave Odium. Hell, I can't even leave this mansion. I think it's up to you. You can do a lot as a messenger. Keep following Toledo's orders. Hodier isn't coming back yet. Should be good. As long as that comm station still works, we'll go back, and they'll get word to W. I know how to do this. You don't have to tell me. What a pain in the ass. Just when I decided to go after the Dragon Lady, what a time you picked. Get out here. The ruins of Chernobyl weren't like those of Kazdel. There were still traces of life on the streets, however as they were, they gave you some idea what had been. Unlike the total nation back there. Like, for example, those two kids. Kids painstakingly raising their weapons. Devil! What are you doing here? No, don't provoke her. Sorry, we're just leaving. Hey, that's an army's sword you're holding, isn't it? Yes, it is. Sarkez steel. Can't even lift it. Why are you holding that thing around? You gonna fight back? You gonna kill me? Get back. Reblave? Your leg. Oh, you're hurt? You're gonna get infected. This city got hit with a catastrophe. It's not safe here. I won't turn into anything like you. Ah, what a tough kid. Let me ask you. Do you know what it means to take up the blade of a fallen sarcas? Wow. A lot! Oh, 3 hours. Holy shit. Oh, man. Never thought I'd get so tired just reading a story. This is why there needs to be... I'm just kidding. No, it doesn't really matter if there's a voice or not. But, okay. So, pretty much, the beginning to now was only about 3 years worth of timeline, at least. So, Babel, in a sense, was just a code name for Rhode Islands, in a sense. And she was eventually planning on going after Tallulah, which is interesting. So she's still, obviously, you know, in a way, helping out Rhode Islands, or at least of what her own leader, her lady, what is it, Thursia? So I wonder if like Kazdel is kind of like, because I know in this universe there's like 2 different kind of versions of at least what I know. There might be more variations, but at least 2 of them for sure when it comes to sarcasms. And it's pretty much, there's like vampires and then there's demons. And I think this is a good example of like Risprin, Midnight, just to name 2 examples. I don't know if there's more or not in terms of operators, but I think that's like the 2 differences. I know there's probably more, and I know Patriot is a thing too, so it's like kind of hard to really say. Anyway, but yeah, holy fucking shit. Okay. Well, that's a lot of story, and I like how they did the ending there. Kind of going back to how W started. So W was never really evil, crazy to begin with. As pretty much kind of already knew, she was a double agent in a sense that she was not really for Reunion. And she just kind of ended up there. That eventually Reunion would have to deal with Rhode Island. Which is interesting. Is that a typo? Imaging tests show that the outlines of her eternal organs to be indistinct due to neural shadows. Uranium gadules have been detected in his cellular system, confirming this has to be infected with them. Where is that? I know that's like, is that for like, Phantom? My guess is maybe? I could see it. Unless they were talking about both the cat and him. If they're like 2 different, in a way, entities, in a sense. I don't know. But we have to... I will grab him. I will limit break it. But we have to... Well, you do have to at least grab and limit break S8B4OCQ and... I'm not gonna say this person's name. You already know the gist. I really don't like this person. I think it's just better to say in text format, to be perfectly honest. Just to be like, nah, I'm not gonna say the name. That's how arrogant I am when it comes to her. Okay, let's check out the shop. Scar Market. Okay, of course. 3 headhunting permits. Like, I know the items they can get are pretty good, actually. 10 of these, I think, are pretty much... I think most of this stuff is to prepare for both W and Reedy, and maybe Phantom, but mostly Anniversary, to be perfectly honest. Like, I will be farming this event, but, like, jeez. What it sounds like is... I don't think Enos is dead. Like, how they ended it, like... I feel like she managed to escape, and then she was looking under a tree, memorying back to Kazdale, but I don't think she's dead. I don't think she's... I feel like, at least with EX and any more stories, probably will go into her being alive still. I don't know. It seems just from the stat alone storyline bit, especially with DM-7. I don't think she's dead. Anyway, this is the so I think I could probably just O-coat everything that decides to get in. Granted, I don't really know what I use. Do I want to use Ifrit? I think Ifrit's really good on these maps because of just the fact that she gets boosted and she already is a lane priority. Kyobe. I need to bring Myrtle. I like Cutter. I feel like I'm gonna go with her S1. And I kind of want to bring someone else, kind of like, someone who can heal themselves to help out, so Tage. So now it's pretty much just get everyone ready to go and destroy face. Gotcha. So I'm gonna get a nice, perfect, thing here. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this map. Okay. I probably could put Rosa down. There we go. Okay, come on. Put you down. Ah, wrong skill, but... Nice. Get out of here. This is a Riot setup, yes, but... Weirdly enough, this is a shorter, kind of short case. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I need some other arts unit there. Or something. No, I don't want to save it. Who did we not really use? Wait, is it not 100%? I think they actually nerfed it. Oh! I think they actually nerfed it. It's not 100% anymore. Because it actually originally was 100% in DM. Like, no joke. It was 100% every single time. Boom, you got it. Unless I'm completely incorrect. It was 100%. That sucks. Okay. I'm gonna switch Kyobi out. Rosa wasn't really that great. But who do I choose in place of? I could probably go with Effie as S2. But I kind of want to also use Maya. Because it's almost the anniversary. I kind of want to. Fire 6 after they're just an attacking attack, so I had to target within range. But I kind of want to go with Epstein's. I'll go with her S3. Rosa to help out with Laplande. Healing with Kyobe. I could probably use Hashigoma to keep enemies still. That kind of sucks, yo. Like, seriously. It was 100%. I could literally show you guys on stream that it was originally 100%. It is a guaranteed. Okay, so the first enemies are going to be appearing here soon. Okay. Take you out. Nope. Hey, welcome to the stream, Universal. They nerfed this stage! It's not 100% RIP. We can take you. I think we could take her out. I'm gonna help out up here. Now, we did go over the story on stream. This stage originally was 100% accuracy to get, forgot what it's called. Loxical. I probably could have something there to help with damage, but I probably could switch with someone else. But this stage was originally 100% Loxical in CN. Yeah. They nerfed it! They nerfed it! Let me see if I can, get up. Operator, Penguin. I'm gonna keep doing this until I get a very decent, quick run. I might not need her there. Anyway, so US, Darknights Memoir, DS Stat 7, 87%. Due to what people are putting in. Don't know if that's really correct or not, because it's too early, because it's the first day. CN! Oh, was it not? Maybe I'm incorrect? Maybe I'm incorrect. I thought it was 100%. Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe I'm incorrect. Are you gonna work? There we go. Because I thought Darknights Memoir was 100% rate for Loxicals, but maybe I was incorrect. Shit. I might farm the Orient clusters. Let me see. DM-6. I could do that too, but I might go with DM-8. I thought it was 100%, but maybe I was incorrect. I thought, but maybe, I don't know. Because at one point I thought it was 100%, and that's why this event was really good to farm, but that's not the case. I'm gonna who can I exchange? Do I really need someone there? Oh, by the way, do we have confirmation when the event shop's gonna get updated? Because I need those mats to M3Xu. Are you talking about, like, phases? Because I know there's 3 phases. If you go into the notification board, there be 3 phases. The 3rd phase starts, I think, on the 21st or something like that. But it ends on the 31st of this year. We're not really using Tage. So I want to bring someone who can just do damage. There really isn't anyone I could, per se, do that. If that's what you're wondering, because... Let me see here. Oh, do DM-7, DM-8. Right, should be here, yeah, Darknights Memoir. So, first phase starts on 10th, it goes through all the way. The second phase, in a sense, starts on the 17th, and the third phase starts on the 24th. I don't know if there's a part 2 of the shop. Maybe there is. I don't know too much on what all went down, but... Okay. I think this will work. I love how I'm using Connor. Why use Connor, bruh? Because I like her, and she actually does a decent job, actually. I could probably use it Sue in a different place, too. I could probably remove her after at some point. Let me slow down. Okay. Okay. Don't think it really matters which direction you put her. Okay, put you up. Take you out. Probably could just do this. Just because I can. Oh, that's interesting. So if you don't hit anything, you can continuously spam her skill? I don't... That's interesting in itself, that you could do that. Anyway, I'm gonna keep that for now. And what time is it? It is almost 10. You know what? I think off screen, I'll probably make a team and probably just farm this, honestly. Well, if I already have 200 lexical farm done. I thought it was 100%. I guess I was wrong to begin with? Or other people were wrong? Maybe we got the wrong info? Maybe they changed it when they got the info from us? But that wouldn't make any sense. Because I remember it being 100%. So I'm not positive, honestly, on the what's with the rates, but nevertheless, it's not 100%. And I already farmed 200, so I'm not gonna bother too much. So I'm gonna focus on DM-8. But yeah, aside from that, jeez, wow, what is story? Because so a lot of things. So it's just. Wow. Okay. Well, where do I even begin? So, pretty much Babel is just a codename for Rhode Island. In a sense, Babel is the organization founded by Syria. Or Syria. Syria. Pretty much one of the two people at odds with each other in Cadell. And the other dude, fuck his name, pretty much is just one, in a sense. At some point, shit happened, she maybe died, said disappeared, my guess maybe died, but there's still a good chance she's alive. W's trying to get revenge, eventually joins up with Stolo and stuff like that, realizes that they're at odds with Rhode Island's, which was created by her, and so she plans on taking it down from the inside out. Which, when it comes to Skull Shatterer, I think she maybe realized how strong Amaya eventually became. And so that's why she did what she did. Now to say that she's completely lunatic, maybe, but not too. I think there's a lot to her still. For some reason, she became attached to her. That kept Thura. Now all of a sudden I'm pronouncing her name in all sorts of ways. Which is interesting. Nell, or fuck, whatever it is. God damn it! I should honestly have like a page and write stuff, names down so I remember, but the other chick, I'm just gonna say that, I think is still alive. I mean, we'll have to see storyline, because there's probably more storyline that's gonna be done through the other stages. And this event, for sure, is not post Chapter 8. Obviously, this is during Chapter... pretty much after Chapter 4, in a sense. Before Chapter 5. And I love how the game foreshadows Chapter 8. In a sense. But that actually leads me to what could possibly be the next one. I honestly thought it was going to be people in the black coats. No. Honestly, I think it's going to be Cadell. It could very well be. But who knows? Who knows? At this point, who knows? It's just speculative talk. I know we're not even to Chapter 8 yet, but there's a lot of things that this chapter alone kind of foreshadows. And we'll just have to see how everything becomes. Because I think at this point, we pretty much know everything. We pretty much main focus on Reunion, but nothing past Reunion. And this event pretty much does that. Also with backstory to one of the Reunion leaders, which pretty much questions that already. And I think this event alone, most players are probably going to be like, oh, wait, she's a good guy? So, just from that alone, and then of course with the 24th, can't wait, because I already know what's going to happen. But, yeah. I'm going to do DM-8 off screen. I'm going to focus on farming, grabbing this other stuff. We didn't get Phantom, but that's fine. We got our girl Cutter instead. I love how they first, they like the backstory in the first viewing pre-gaming Doctor. And I love how they kind of foreshadowed and hinted the fact that the Doctor, um, is someone that you shouldn't really trust. And I love how the comparison to chess and how he's pretty much a chess player where everything else are just pieces. Kind of like a video game. Anyway. So I love that aspect. And just the fact that they kind of represent that with the logo of Rhode Island's in itself is, I think, very interesting. And at the end of the day, who is the Doctor playing chess with? I think that's one interesting question to note. Who is he playing with? Why do you exist? I'd rather take Flameburger. But of course, just continuing on with the story of after Operation Intelligence, which is interesting. Kind of showing what happened eventually to W. Kinda. I don't know if necessarily she joined instantly. I think she kind of helped. She will eventually help. Maybe not directly in terms of story. But I think it's sense that she does kind of help with the involvement of Union. I mean, granted, the most obvious one is Skull Shatterer, but Pre-Edition Doctor, I remember someone making a post on Reddit how pretty much Doctor thinking about it like a game and how we see the stage with grids. Yeah, and I think I think Darknights Memoir does a really good job of kind of presenting that, which I like. I like how they did that. And I actually did talk about, like, it was an interesting way to think about it, and how he pretty much doesn't really think about his operating stuff. But post, he's different. And he's, in a way, he still plays like that, but he actually now cares about the pieces. You see, the thing about chess is, I like how they make it like in a game, but the thing that the Doctor didn't have was if chess was real. The fact that your pieces matter. That there is significance. I think Fire Emblem in general, does a really good job at this. Where your pieces or your characters that you have, that you control, have their own personality and such, and you don't want them to die. And so I think that's a really good correlation now with how he cares about the quote-unquote chess pieces or the operators. And I love that aspect. And that is actually important in chess, that each and every piece matters. Granted, if you sacrifice a few pieces, that can win you the war, but at what sacrifice? And I feel like that's maybe going to be something in the future that we will see, maybe as a story beat. That's just speculation, but it'd be kind of interesting to see if something like that were to happen. But going back to the chess thing, I did play chess in high school. I did kind of say this when we were at that point in the story. But I played chess in high school. I did play chess ever since I was like in preschool. Not preschool. You would say middle school, but I don't like saying middle school because I feel like middle school is like 7th and 8th grade. And I'm thinking like 1 through 6. I kind of played chess, but it was mostly like, it wasn't really much of anything. From time to time, yes, but it wasn't really into it too big until like roughly around high school. And I played a lot. We had chess club. Actually, the last year for chess club, unless somehow there was a new person that will host chess club, like an adult, which I don't think there was, sadly. But last year in high school was the last year for chess club in a sense. And I've been in several chess tournaments. And the 3 tournaments, I got, I think, if I remember correctly, 3rd place in the first chess tournament. But the next two chess tournaments, I actually managed to get first. This is not a joke. I at least have one of the medals in my dresser over here. But the first time was just with our own school, because there really wasn't anyone else at the time. And I barely got first place. There was like one person that could almost beat me, but then I changed to a long game. Like it was a fast game, but then I slowly made it into a long game, making moves to try to stall it out, and eventually that turned into my favor, and I was able to beat I think like a 1 to 2 year older student. I can't remember his name now, but he was a friend, and I was able to beat him, managed to get first. Then the second year, there wasn't as many people from our school that joined, but there were other students from other schools that did, and I eventually faced one, like probably the best other student from another school. It's pretty much like the best student versus the best student from different schools, like the ultimate chess match, if you could think of. That's kind of how it went down. I did beat him though. I did beat him. Like comparing like that 1 year prior to that higher age student versus the best other school student, I felt like the high year school student was harder to deal with because I think he also knew how I played compared to the best of the other school. Because I think the best of the other school really loved to use knights. The thing for me, I always love the queen, because the queen is your strongest piece, so why don't you use it? There's a lot of plays you can do at the very beginning using the queen piece that can easily destroy the opponent if the opponent doesn't think of it, or doesn't think of a way to deal with it, or doesn't think ahead of what you could do with it. It's pretty much, if you can get your queen in there in a safe position, you can pretty much destroy a lot of good pieces from your opponent really early on. And that's what I like about the queen, is if you don't have a good setup at the start, you're going to either get instant checkmate or you're going to get destroyed. So that's the thing about the queen, is like it's high risk but high reward, because it's the most strongest piece. You don't want to lose it. But if you don't lose it and you play really well, you get what I'm saying. And so yeah, that's my thought process. I feel like some of the other pieces I probably could do a lot better with, but I can eventually slow down the game to the point that if I lose a lot of good pieces, even my queen, I can play the long game if I really wanted to. And I feel like that's something about chess too, is I'm not one of those people that think like 1,000 moves ahead. Sometimes I tend to do perfect moves without really realizing, and sometimes I just focus on defending than being aggressive, and it's just a back and forth, being aggressive, defensive, and being slow or really aggressive to just holding back and being defensive, even more so. And I think if you can switch between the two a lot, you can do really well in chess. Granted, you can make the argument that if you can think a lot of moves ahead at any position of the game, you would have the advantage in that situation, but I don't know. It's one of those things that I'd be kind of curious to see. Like, I never really played chess much after the fact, even though I do like to play chess. It's just one of those things that maybe I'll look into, see. Because I know, like, higher chess players, they think like that, or try to think like that. And I don't think it's plausible. You could try to think of possibilities, what would most likely person do, but you're not a supercomputer. You're not a computer, so you won't be able to. So that's the difference between facing a computer and a player. Is always the player. A player will make mistakes. A computer won't. In a situation where all moves are perfect, white always wins because it moves first. So if you're playing a computer that's white, you're dead. If it's like the best moves you can make, no human's gonna beat. No human's gonna beat. Especially if right. But that's another topic for another day. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for today's live stream. A lot longer live stream than usual, almost a Farming Mondays length stream. So in terms of farming, I think I'm actually gonna go with DM-8. I will be doing that off screen, finding the best possible play I can do. It's gonna be a little bit difficult just because of how the map is, but we'll see. I think it's plausible. You could probably put a lot of defense at the back and just focus on bringing range. The only other issue would probably be those caster dudes. But yeah, pretty much until next, was it next week? Pretty much we will have EX-8 or EX stages, I should say, and eventually, as you could probably guess just from reading the story, you could probably already figure out that W is not really a bad guy. Yes, she will be a playable operator, maybe on the 25th. We will see if they do that. So we'll see. So going back to the whole reunion leader thing, it's kind of interesting to see how she thinks and reacts to all the other reunion leaders. It's just something that I note. And I feel like W, I think it's like, I know for sure Crown Slayer and Frost Nova don't like Faust. Not Faust, Miss Vieto. So I bet you W doesn't like it him either. It's just something to know. Poor Miss Vieto, man. Poor Miss Vieto. But anyway, I know a lot of people don't like him. I'm one of those guys that's like, you know what? I'm rooting for him to be playable. But at this point, like, he may be predictable, but we'll see. We'll see how things go for the second anniversary. Because I'm really curious what they plan on doing. But first, we're not even there yet. And we have some time before then. So who knows what they're going to do. Just event alone will probably eventually get to that point. But we'll see. Until then, like I said, we're going to end the live stream off here. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, / follow. In the description below is Discord to do. Please go check it out. There will not be a summoning video. I don't know if I will post this on YouTube or not. I mean, just let me know if you really want to. Since I did go over the event and stories. As you can see, we did get Cutter, but that's pretty much it. I did want to get Cutter, I did want to eat her, I did want to use her, and I had fun using her. And I will continue to do so, because I actually do like her, more so than Shin, and I think she'll be a lot more fun to use. But yeah. Aside from that, Farming Mondays. And then next Thursday, I kind of want to probably do something else. Maybe continue PvZ is something I may do. We will see. But aside from that, the 24th, mark this on your calendars. I do plan on streaming the live stream. Okay? I do plan on doing that. That is something I do want to do. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I will bring up both EN/JP just in case. Don't know if I'll do that or not. We will see. But I do plan on streaming that, and I bet you that the anniversary starts on the 25th. It feels like it. That's going to be the case, especially how long this banner lasts. But we'll see. It makes sense because they don't have to do anything for the holidays. They can do the maintenance, do the live stream, and then they could just take a break for about roughly 2 weeks-ish, as long as the holidays, and continue on with the schedule. And that makes the most sense. That's why I keep saying, harping on about the 25th, being when it starts. Technically, it might be the 24th. When they do the maintenance, I don't know. But I do know is it's seeming to be a 25th when they start the anti-banner. But I could be completely wrong. We will see. And if it's 1 week later, it's 1 week later. I'm fine with that because it's Christmas. And I feel like a lot of people wouldn't really... They'd probably be more focused with families. I don't know. Also, I know the Gaming Awards was last night. Sephiroth in Smash? Now, no one can complain. No one can complain anymore about the Final Fantasy music. If it's correct, if Sephiroth's in Smash, or going to be in Smash, no one can complain about the music anymore if they actually decide to add anything more. Which is kind of the rip for a Square Enix rep. But you know what? Awesome. Nevertheless, I literally am trying to finish Final Fantasy VII, so it just works out for me. Anyway, I am going to end the live stream off here, but gosh dang, it's 4-hour long live stream. So yeah, have a nice day. You guys know the drill. Be safe, be healthy, good luck on your summons, good luck on your shiny hunting. As I did say, one of my thoughts on this banner, they're not necessary. They're actually all 3 decent units, but it'd be better to wait for W and such. But if you do want to go for one spec unit, go for it. But until then, until whenever the anniversary banner and all such stuff happens, peace.